Right, it's live, Burn.
Okay, hello YouTube, this is Bdrew1111, gamertag Bdrew93, and this is...
Crisp62, your gaming gentleman.
And together we are the Welsh Crisp. Now we are back for another episode, episode 9, titled Post E3 Reactions. Now this has been a huge year for E3, a huge year for Xbox, a huge year for gaming, and we've got some incredible guests to share this moment so we can revel in it, talk about it. I'm going to introduce you to the guests individually, and they'll introduce themselves. Gibbo, would you like to start?
Hey guys, what is going on? It's GMXB1, Gibmaster, as you know me, here from the official Wii Gamer, and I just recently launched Xbox Nation, which is a group for Xbox gamers, so go and check that out. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah, no worries, mate, no worries. How about you, C-Note?
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy C-No. Sorry for turning the camera off. Had to do something real quick, but excited to be here.
Fantastic. Del, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Del. I'm here. I'm not going to turn my camera on because I'll break everybody's screens, but yeah, excited to be here, everybody. So, yeah, hello there.
Even though we sounded like a robot for the last 3 seconds of that, I'll carry on.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah, go on.
No, we have some fantastic guests. We are expecting another guest, wingy gaming.
Wingy gaming.
Actually, you will see the funny points of that, but that's just, oh, God.
Did I just say wingy?
Yeah, you said wingy.
I apologise profusely already. I meant to say
It's definitely not wingy.
me brain. It doesn't just affect women, I swear. But yeah, no, we've got some incredible guests. It's an incredible title. Post E3, this is fantastic. And without further ado, guys, I'm gonna hand you over to our tea drinking, smiling, suit wearing, chucklehead, almost postponed the whole podcast boy, Crispy Chris, 62 the gaming our teleprompter. Take it away, Chris.
So to start us off, we thought because E3 was just amazing. There were so many conferences: Bethesda, Xbox, Sony, Square Enix, Ubisoft. There were so many conferences, but I think we can all agree there was a big standalone, and Xbox's conference was one of the biggest. They really pretty much won E3. So we're going to straight off out the bat start off with the Xbox E3 conference. Now, the conference started off where Bonnie Ross from 343 Industries came on stage, and on the background was Halo 5, and we could get to see Halo 5 gameplay playing as Agent Locke. Now, I'm just going to say that that gameplay was absolutely fantastic and really get us a sense of what Halo 5 campaign is going to be like. And for the first time ever, we're not seeing as Master Chief, so this is really good. So I'm going to hand it over to Bowen to talk a little bit about Halo 5.
Cheers, Chris. Thank you. Well, I'm going to just begin by saying, and then I'm going to pass it around for everyone, because I think everyone's hungry to talk about Halo. I think the world's hungry to talk about Halo. But I was just completely blown away with, I'm just going to say, the tactic side of it all. I mean, I've loved Halo for a long time. I've played every Halo that's ever come out. And I don't think we've seen this level of tactics where you get to control your squad. You've got a medic, you've got a heavy artillery, you've got Buck, the man himself from Halo ODST, and the graphics. Goodness gracious, the graphics! It was like watching a movie. I am really excited for the campaign.
Oh, sorry, was that also said? Yeah, I mean, sorry about that. Right, sorry. Yeah, I mean, the one thing I wanted to touch on, obviously, was like, I mean, Buck really sold it for me, but that's because it's Nathan Fillion. I'm a huge Nathan Fillion fan. He should have got the role for Green Lantern, in my opinion, because he just deserved it. But anyway, I mean, that we know for a fact, because he's in it, there's going to be it's not going to be. It is going to be serious, obviously, because like it was intense watching the actual gameplay. But there's going to be that brilliant comic relief there and that sarcasticness, which is going to make you enjoy playing it just as much as like all the insane action that was going on screen. Especially like with the I won't talk about Warzone yet, but yeah, it was fantastic. The graphics were wow. Yeah, they really blew me away.
Yeah, the thing what's exciting me about it is the 4-player co-op, like what he's just touched on there. If your friends can drop in and out, then it'll just change from AI to one of your friends or whatever like that. But each person has a role. Obviously, you've got a medic, you've got a big armor guy, and everything else. And I think your main character was Agent Locke. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm really looking forward. We were just talking about this before we went on air. How the game will be played out. Whether you go from Agent Locke's bit to Master Chief bit, and then so I mean, to start the conference off with that was just like wow, and especially seeing all the physics and the particle effects and everything else, it was just amazing.
Yeah, and also all the actual like commands that they could give out as well. It's like attack this point, go there, and like I know a lot of other games have done that before, but it's brand new to Halo. That in itself as well is a great like good team mechanics. So
it gives you the feel of the advanced Tom Clancy's.
Ghost Recon.
Yeah, the Ghost Recon bit from years ago when you could point to go to. Yeah. So
I'll take the shot at the same time. It's amazing that. So that part.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing more of this.
It's
How about you, Cino, have you got anything to say regarding Halo?
Oh yeah, definitely a part of what excited me was whenever they introduced Warzone. I'm a huge multiplayer guy, so whenever they introduced Warzone, it was just absolutely stunning to see that you could play against a ton of different people. Where Halo, that's where Halo plays is against a bunch of people. But then they add in drop ships with hunters and all kinds of little grunts and stuff like that. That's exciting.
It gives it the Titanfall feel when you go back to Titanfall, with just loads happening all the time on screen, which is going to be epic anyway. So yeah, I am looking forward to that as well, that Warzone feature.
I couldn't have agreed with you more there, Gibby. Because Titanfall for me was such an outstanding game. I loved how it was always action-packed. I mean, on a lot of games nowadays, this goes for everything, even like your Halos, your Call of Duties. Sometimes it can be, you could go like a few minutes without finding anybody. It could be a little bit dead. But with this, it looks like from clocking in and clocking out, you're going to be action in, whether it's fighting AI, fighting a person. Oh, it looks fantastic. I'm really happy that they've shown off. I think a lot of people, myself and Chris included, have been crying out for BTB, and I wanted Invasion from Halo Reach to come back, and it's almost as if they combined the two. And
let me just add on that. Welcome, Wingy, to the podcast. We're just talking about Halo 5. So big team battles making its return to Halo 5, but I watched that video where they said about what they wanted to do in the next big mode for Halo 5, and they're basically just adding big team battles, but they're adding AI, they're adding 3 times the biggest map in Halo they've got for all this action coming together. I mean,
15 free DLC maps as well. I think they've only put that in because of the Master Chief Collection launch.
Yeah.
They had so much of a headache with that, dude. I mean, it was just something what wasn't tested. I always said 2 months before that game released, there should have been like a private beta for for testers. Now, obviously, Microsoft thought, we're not going to have any problems with this matchmaking. Obviously, we know it's still. I think it's only just recently been fixed properly. So I think that's why they've sat down and said, right, just give them no charge for DLCs. Obviously, the microtransactions news broke this week. There's going to be microtransactions in there, but I'm not a big fan of customizable. But I'm not a fan of that anyway. I mean, but if they're in there, most of the games have these microtransactions in now, so it really isn't a big deal. But I mean, for the 15 free DLC maps, and they've given their word that when this game is released, it will not be broken. So we've just got to take their word for it.
Mm.
I
apart
trust
from
Yeah.
Sorry, I mean, I was just going to touch on the microtransactions there, like because I mean, there's other games that are coming out as well that release the free that mention them as well, and I think a lot of people are kicking up a big fuss. It's like, how dare they? But
You don't have to
thinking
purchase
like
them.
that, you're not going to use them exactly. I don't as well either. It's like it's handy to have them there, yeah, sure, but you don't have to use them. It's not like like breaking your hands, like you're saying you must pay for this. So
it's an optional extra. If you want the guns, if you want the armor, you get the game off the bat. You're right. I want the best armor and I want that gun. That's up to you. You spend £2.69 or $5, whatever. You've got it. It does give you an advantage, yeah. But I mean, a lot of people won't use the transactions anyway.
Yeah. Apart from that as well, there's a lot of people out there who have jobs, family, and they don't have the time to put into the actual games to be able to earn some of that stuff. So if they have to pay just a bit extra just to get that, then that's fair. Let them have that. And like I say, I'll just everybody always moans about it, but I don't really see that much of a problem about Halo.
You'll find the people who moan about it play FIFA Ultimate Team and spend 60, 70 quid a week on packs. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense.
It's just the same with Call of Duty though, with their 100 supply drop thing. Oh
Oh
jeez.
yeah, it's crazy when they released that. But I mean, I'll admit, like I bought one of the new Exo suits when I saw it because it was like all electric. I was like, yeah, that looks cool. I'll have that. It's only a few quid. What's the problem?
The only thing I don't like about microtransactions, and I'm glad you touched on FIFA because that's one of my prime example. Like, I don't mind it if it doesn't affect anything. Like, if everything in the game that you could purchase, you can still naturally buy and get within the game if you earn it over time. That I don't mind. If people want to buy it straight away, then like Gibby said, that's up to them. But if you want to try and earn it, that's up to the individual as well. But I can't stand it when something affects the game drastically.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy this gun, which is better than everyone else's gun, so I have the advantage.
That's
Pay to win.
Yeah, pay to win's not right, but cosmetic stuff like that, yeah, fair enough. Let it go.
Armors, visors, things that won't make any effect on gameplay, and it'll still be a fair war zone.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it. If it's like, right, I'm going to buy this chest piece that gives me double armor, so it takes twice as long to kill me, then that's just not fair.
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of news about Halo 5, and I think we've read about this, and that's about every Halo from Halo 5, probably like up to about Halo 19, will always have a beta. They will always launch their Halo with a beta.
That's good. Good news. They need to.
We need more public betas. We need more public or private betas to test these games.
Yeah.
Because as the technology now is being advanced, obviously there's going to be, in the next 5 years, there's going to be new IPs dropping with a multiplayer aspect to it. Now these need testing. I was in the Division beta test late last year. Now I'm not allowed to talk about it, but that wasn't anything like what I seen at E3.
Yeah.
So we need to give our feedback to these. We need to say, well, this needs improving, that needs improving. We don't like the way the AI reacts to your character. If the AI stands there and it doesn't acknowledge that you're there, you want these games now to be real. You want these when you have your gaming time, like what Delopi said before. I'm a family man. I've got 2 kids. When the kids are in bed, when my wife's chilling or in bed, I like to game. I like to sit down and I like to be immersed into.
Yeah.
I'm actually in that game. You'll know where I'm coming from. I like to be in that game, and you want to feel as much like you're part of that game as well. So the 2 or 3 hours I spend gaming, I want the best possible experience from the AI, from your partner in the game, whatever it is, and you want to feel as though you're in that game. So I think it's a must, not just for Halo, but for every game to have a private public beta for you to test.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. And as well as being realistic and having that realism and making it the best game it can possibly be, which I completely agree with, but also to get the most for your money. I mean, not to pick on 343, but you need only have to look at Halo Master Chief Collection at what it is, what a preventable disaster that was. I think a few betas would have easily shown them that it was not ready for the shelves, and then they could have postponed it until it was ready, and we could have had a fully baked game rather than a half-baked game. And 343 wouldn't have been staying as the game, the company that released a half-baked game, if they'd just done a beta.
You think how much money they lost, what that problem caused them?
Yeah.
It hurt them.
Of course it hurt them.
They said it was a black eye for them.
They had to remaster Halo 3 ODST to keep us sweet.
Yeah.
So another 5...
That's another game.
Between 5 and 10 people, that was like... I don't know if it was Phil Spencer's decision, I don't know whether... I think at one point Phil Spencer was living in 343 Studios until it was fixed.
Yeah.
I can remember a tweet saying he's not left there, he's staying there. So that just shows how committed he is. He wanted this to be fixed ASAP within 2-3 months. Obviously, it didn't happen like that. So someone off the bat said, right, what's the best thing we can do now? Halo 3 ODST. It's been asked for on the forums. Why it wasn't in the Master Chief Collection, I don't know. But right, okay, we'll give them that. Go and remaster that. Go and tech as long as you want on that, but make sure we've got it for a certain date. And they delivered the promise. Halo 3 ODST. I got a message in my inbox, and that was it. So,
and definitely as well, I can guarantee that most of the Halos, Reach included, will be one of the given games on backwards compatibility. And the free DLC for Halo 5. I bet you a lot of these decisions are probably to give it back to us, because obviously we lost. He lost a lot of money, we lost a lot of time, and they're giving it back.
You see, with that 15 free DLC, what they're giving the gamer now for the game, I am going to buy the Premium Edition one. If the Premium Edition, I mean, obviously, if nothing happened, Halo 5 was going to drop with a Season Pass, and these DLC packs would have been, you would have had to buy them or in the Season Pass, but because you get the extra bits in this Premium Edition, I'm going to pre-order the Premium Edition. As long as they keep bringing content out, because that Halo 5 Guardians beta last year, that was one of the best multiplayer games I've ever played in my life. It was unbelievable. It had everything. It had Titanfall, it had Call of Duty, it had Halo. It had just brought all them into one game, and it was like, wow.
What's in the Premium Edition?
You get an extra. I think you get, with these microtransactions we're talking about, you get guns, you get armor. I think you get something else. It's actually on the dashboard, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's there for pre-order now, I think.
Sweet.
You get the Premium Digital Deluxe Edition. I think it's $89.99 in the UK.
Yeah. I was having a look at that the other day. Like, you get the Warzone part with it and like some extra bits as well.
I'll just check now. Yeah. Yeah. Carry on. I'll just check now.
Wingy, what do you think of Halo 5 then?
I thought it looked really impressive. It looked really good. Looked really pretty. I'm not really going to be bothering with the multiplayer, but when I saw that Warzone, I quite like the look of that. I'm assuming that's all the vehicles, everything happening at once. I quite like the idea of that, but I'm more campaign. But I saw it. I thought it looked beautiful. Mate.
What are your thoughts on the campaign, Wingy? Like from what you saw with the Agent Lock gameplay, because obviously we haven't given you a chance to speak yet.
No. I'm just letting you guys chop it up. Do you know what? I haven't seen that much of Halo 5 campaign. With me, I don't like to reveal too much or watch too many trailers and stuff like that. Yeah. I know a little bit of it, but I won't watch the gameplay previews and stuff like that. I just like to dive into the campaign once it's started, and then I'll go from there, man.
Yeah. It actually looks like they're not giving that much away, to be fair, as well.
It does, yeah. I'm just looking at it now. What you get is you get the...
I didn't mean about that, I mean the campaign, but yeah, go on.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Yeah, go on. But yeah, that's all right. Yeah, go on.
The Guardians Digital, you bastard though. No. The Guardian Digital Edition includes the full base game, the Warzone Required Bundle, and Halo: The Fall of Reach animated series. Pre-order to receive a bonus loadout weapon and skin usable in the Warzone multiplayer mode.
Yeah, I'll go right for that.
So, and that is only $69.24 from £90, so it is worth a pre-order now.
Can I just quickly chime in on what you guys were talking about earlier about the transactions? I think microtransactions, it depends on the content. Like the good gentleman was saying, for example, if I'm playing Tomb Raider,
Yeah.
maybe want to dress Lara Croft up in something that looks quite nice. You know what I mean? I might just go for a transaction. You know what I mean? As long as it's not massively affecting the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean.
Really not expecting that at all. Oh, team.
Achievement unlocked. Schoolgirl outfit. Lara.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Oh, lollipop chainsaw. Don't look up the. Oh, whoa. What's that? Sorry. If you know the lollipop chainsaw achievement, then you're as bad as I am. So get out.
Yeah.
I knew you would, mate. I knew you would.
Lollipop chainsaw. Oh, yeah. Fucking hell, remember that.
I wouldn't mind Lara Croft in the Britney Spears schoolgirl outfit.
Yeah.
I tell you.
God, see, look what you started to about, man. Look what you're taking.
I think we're time for our next topic, Chris.
Yeah, move on to the next game.
Right,
Move on,
okay,
sorry.
here we go. Right, so then Phil Spencer came on stage and he all cheery. We all hail to Phil Spencer. He's like a god to the Xbox community. So when he came on, people were still cheering, right? And then he came on with a massive grin and we were like, he's going to have to say something.
Yeah.
So
Oh
then
my God. Yeah.
he said like the two words which made us like go crazy, and that is of course backwards compatibility with the 360.
Can I just speak about that, but really quickly? I was one of the thick ones, right? Because I could see he's building up to something.
Yeah.
And I could hear people going, and I'm like, what's this going on? And when I saw that 360 backward compat,
Oh shit!
I literally got goosebumps. I got goosebumps. That to me, that was it. I got all my 360 games. I even tweeted him saying, "Thank you for that." To me, that was what I thought. Both conferences were quite close. I really liked Horizon. Shenmue 3 was massive for me, but the backward compat and Rise of the Tomb Raider for me just tipped it to. I don't know if you guys have discussed that yet, but for me, the backward compat was massive.
Going to that night, just go back 2 years ago now, right, to when the Xbox One was revealed, right? Can you imagine all this, what we've seen now?
It's totally different.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Backwards compatibility, no DRM, and all that.
Yeah.
It makes you think, would the PS4 be as far as it is in terms of sales?
I've discussed many times.
Wow. Yeah. Sorry, go on.
No, sorry. I've discussed many times. I think the Xbox One and the PS4 were released a little bit too early. You can see it with the Xbox One, but the way we're getting the updates now, I just think it was released a little bit too early. So, what's the vibe with all of you lot here? Are you all like Xbox heads? I know, Gibbo, you are.
I'm an Xbox head, but I do have a PS4. A lot of people presume if you like Xbox, you hate PS4. I mean, you hate Sony automatically, which is not the truth. But Xbox is my fucking main console, so I rock Xbox. Yeah.
Xbox is mine. I mean, it's the only one I own. I've owned every single system apart from the PS3 and PS4 because it changed over to Xbox. But I've played everything, so I don't have a bias, but I have a preference.
Yeah.
That's it, basically.
Oh, I'm just curious. I think what it is, like me, I'm pretty neutral. I like both consoles, but what it is, when you don't bash Xbox One, people think you're an Xbox fanboy.
Yeah.
Like, I'll get it sometimes. People think you're an Xbox fanboy just because you don't bash Microsoft. So it's a little bit of a weird.
If Microsoft do something like that's out of line, I'll be the first one to say, hey, that's not right. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's got to pull a line somewhere. You got to toe a line. You can only take so much because we're the consumers. We pay them their salaries, their money, like their profit. So
I just think this fanboyism stuff is totally and utterly pointless because I've done videos where I've really been careful what I've said because I really want to keep a neutral party. Because personally, I'm an Xbox gamer, but I'm a gamer at the end of the day. I'll talk to anybody of any preference, and I just like collaborating and enjoying games and talking about games. I don't care who with, and I've done videos where I haven't slated anything. I've just kept a neutral ground, and still you get people calling you a fanboy or something. You can't win. It's a catch-22 no matter what you are.
And I'll just add to that. I'm exactly the same with Bowen. Just a gamer, and my choice of console is Xbox because I was brought up with it, the original Xbox 360, and now the Xbox One. And you know, like like YouTube, right? If you don't bash like one console, if you don't bash, like you have so many views if you put PlayStation like sucks in the title, right? They all go to that video. Talking to you, Gibbo. No, joking.
Look at him smiling.
That is the truth, right?
I have done the odd troll video, the odd one. My content is 90% news. I do the odd one. That is it. But that's a reaction to what I've seen in these groups. That's only like a reaction what I've seen like in these groups. But yeah, go on.
It's just like we're like neutral. I love gaming, and I even watched some of the PlayStation conference because I was actually quite excited what PlayStation's got to offer. And does that make me like a fanboy? No, because I'm a neutral gamer. I like games, and that's why I watch these conferences, right? I play on the Xbox, and that's why I'm sort of pro Xbox, but it doesn't mean I'm a fanboy. So, yeah.
I was about to say, you're not an actual neutral because you do have preference to Xbox, but you still look at it as if PlayStation has something to offer.
Yeah. I bought my PS4 to play The Last of Us, so I have contributed to Sony. I wanted to play that game, so that makes me a gamer. I wanted to play that game so bad. I didn't play it on PS3 because I didn't own a PS3. I seen that game as soon as it was announced for a remaster. That was it. I bought it. I mean, now it's used for mainly a Netflix player, but I'm not thinking. There was a few games what I saw at Sony conference.
Horizon.
Yeah. So it's good. I always say it's good to have
options
and a choice. If you've got the PS4 and it's sat there for 3 months, there's always something going to be out from it. Same on the other side. If you're a Sony player and you've got an Xbox One, their Xbox One will be sat there for months. Yeah. Because they might not like the games what's coming out for the Xbox. Yeah. But you've got a lot to look forward to with E3, what's just happened. So that E3 conference was, nobody won it. We all won it as gamers. We all won.
Definitely, thank you. Somebody said it.
We all won. Yeah.
So, it's like nobody won. It's
No, Sony won it. I'm only. I'm sorry. Now, the thing is,
Bethesda. Sorry. Fallout 4. Doom. Sorry.
Doom. Yes. Who said Doom?
Doom, mate. Doom.
Did you notice the door sounds?
Yeah.
The original door sounds.
Yeah.
As soon as you put that helmet on, that mask, that was it. I thought, shit. And then when they opened, you thought, oh shit, that's shotgun.
Yeah, that was stunning.
That's when he got a chainsaw out and stuff.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
I got a question for everybody. Because obviously we're on backwards compat. Individually, what is? I'll go from left to right on my screen. What is your number one most requested 360 game that you want to come back?
Easy.
Obviously, there's going to be a voting system. But Gibbo, would you like to go first?
No doubt, Red Dead Redemption. No doubt.
Oh, you took it out of my mouth. That was mine too.
I have still got that disc right here. I've still got the disc right here.
That's the best game ever.
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption, no doubt for me.
Well, you've got my vote. How about you, C-Note?
Any of the Call of Duty games, Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Is a good shout. Yeah, Modern Warfare 2 is a good shout as well.
To be fair, I wouldn't mind seeing the original Modern Warfare remastered. Not remastered.
Yeah.
I'd love to restart that first Prestige, like I bought it yesterday. It'd be amazing. How about you, Del?
I'll agree. Red Dead Redemption, just I love that game. I thought that was one of the
unbelievable.
Yeah, it was just great. I love Rockstar games anyway, but that was the Wild West version of GTA for me. It was awesome. So
I think
the Mexican standoff was brilliant in it. I love that part of the game. Yeah. Where you're standing there in a circle at the beginning of the multiplayer, who's going to shoot first. Awesome. But
what made that game so good is it would not have looked out of place on the new gen. It was so ahead of its time.
Yeah,
if that came out tomorrow, you wouldn't think, oh my god, what's that? That looks like a 360 game. Without a doubt.
I just couldn't.
That generation.
I just couldn't believe the vast open world of it, where you went on your horse from one town to another town, and especially in the DLC, the Undead Nightmare pack. And you used to go to different areas and these zombies and all these bands on fire. It was like, that's just amazing.
That was the best DLC ever.
Yeah, yeah.
How about you, Chris? What's your number one?
See, I would go with the Red Dead Redemption, and I'm going to tell a little story about that, but Skyrim has to be my number one, because I loved Skyrim, and it's a game where I didn't finish it, and there was so much to do, and not counting the DLC as well. I would really like to go back to Skyrim.
Buy ESO, trust me. You'll get Skyrim and a lot more. Trust me. Awesome.
Well, going on to the little story is Xbox has a site saying what games would you like on the Xbox compatibility list. Red Dead Redemption is the highest, then it goes Skyrim, then Black Ops 2, then Modern Warfare 2, and then Modern Warfare 1. So all of us
in the background, I was like, yeah, that's it. So you know it was nodding, but yeah, I agree. Like thingy, like Modern Warfare was like probably for me that Modern Warfare 2 was the last one that I really, really enjoyed. That was my favourite one. Like, a lot of people like Black Ops, and like, yeah, okay, it was good, but for me, it was Modern Warfare 2. Brilliant.
How about you, Wingy? What's your number one?
I'm kind of like a bit, because I'm a stealth head. I'd probably say something like maybe Splinter Cell, Blacklist, something like that. Blacklist, because I'm a stealth boy, and I think that'd be sweet. Crisply, nicely done. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, well, I actually, like, I was talking, I think it was to you, Crispy, and Bowen in the park.
You didn't play Splinter Cell.
The last Splinter Cell that they brought out for the 360, like, I didn't get to play it because, like, I sold all my stuff to save up for my Xbox One, so I haven't played that, and I really do hope they add that to the list because I love Splinter Cell. It was one of the first games I played, like, on the Xbox apart from...
Oh, God, wasn't that... When you first got on the Xbox and you put on the visors and it was black and white, and those graphics when it went black and white, it's like a real film!
I'm looking at it now, it's like, well, actually, but it's not like it. Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, definitely. So I was gutted they didn't make an announcement at the Ubisoft conference.
I was actually lucky enough to be flown over to see Blacklist being made, man.
Was it?
Yeah. It was. Oh, it's beautiful. It's just an experience, man. Yeah, it's an experience.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Wow. I think one thing we can say for certain though is that eventually, how long it'll be, I don't know, but eventually, all the main games that we saw in the 360's life cycle are going to become backwards compatibility. They got to. You can't drop a bomb like that and then choose like a few indies, an arcade game, and maybe. Yeah. Well, it has to be all the big ones.
Now the big question on that is, whenever they're backwards compatibility, will we have to buy the season passes for them again, or are we gonna have to buy the stuff?
No, that's digital.
Everything is on the cloud, so if you've got that link to your gamer tag, everything goes with you.
It's
awesome.
So basically, what it is, the Xbox 360 emulation, you basically got an Xbox 360 inside your one.
Yeah.
That's how they've done it.
Which is crazy.
Okay. That's how they've done it. So everything you own, like on digital, if you've got season passes to games that are like 5 or 6 years old, they will come with your tag. Yeah. So if you put that game in again or download it again, whatever, you've got everything.
I do hope they bring some of the more obscure games though, like because there's some of the ones which I haven't got around to playing yet.
Meat Boy's already there.
Yeah, like the weird ones like Singularity, Golden Axe, like Beast Rider.
Yeah.
All the really odd ones that I haven't got round to playing. I hope they bring those out, but I don't know if they will. Do you think they'll bring all the games, like every game, or just...
They've got 100 so far that they said will be there on release.
Well, obviously, it's going to be Microsoft's first-party titles first. That's what it'll be like, Gears of War and everything else. And then they'll start working. I think Phil Spencer said it's down to the developers just to give them the permission to use them. So as soon as they get the permission, that'll be it. That'll be added to the games. So I just can't wait myself. I mean, it's like I got rid of my 360 about 3 months ago, but I still kept a selection of games, hoping that backwards compatibility. I didn't have a thingy for it, but I just thought, you know what, something might be said at E3, and I was right. I've kept the best games.
You showed the faith. You knew it was going to happen. Have faith.
I've got shitloads of digital titles anyway, so they'll start popping up when they get approved, and then so we're all good.
Yeah.
Right, and can I just add something to that? Just going after Phil Spencer really did take a shot at the remasters, because remasters are appearing everywhere. There was even I think about 3 remasters announced at this E3. I think we got a Dishonored remaster, Gears of War, and another remaster. But these remasters are all great and all, but I think it is time to. There's no need to remaster your games if there's backwards compatibility, and it will be very interesting to see, like, the developers of Dishonored, would they go with backwards compatibility from the remastered? Like, why did I buy Grand Theft Auto 5? Really quite annoying. Or Payday 2, like, really annoying. So that's a bit annoying there. But what do you think about remasters? Are they going to still exist?
No, they'd be stupid to exist, especially games like GTA. I say GTA, like, no, it'd be daft. The reason they've done this backwards compatibility, not only was it #1 priority, but it has to stop remasters, because now they can put all their resources into new IPs, new games. Concentrate on new gen. That's what we want.
And in a way, Microsoft should actually be praised for that, really, because they may have started the slow sort of closing off of the remasters. Do you know what I'm saying, with this backward compatibility? So it's interesting to see where they go with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, it's obvious now. You'll see more remasters on the PlayStation side of things now. Obviously, because Microsoft has got the backwards compatibility. Now, I think this backwards compat has only been worked on for about 3 or 4 months, because something tells me that they wouldn't have made a Gears Ultimate Edition.
Yeah.
Now, this was a requested feature ever since the Xbox was launched about backwards compat. Now, I reckon just before Christmas time, they must have started working on it and thought, you know what, this is possible. But I think these remasters, what we've had on the X1, were thought of at the time, well, we can't have backwards compat. So I think we'll see less remasters on the X1 now. So that is a good point about it being.
I agree with that. Yeah, that sounds like the logical point, because otherwise, what's the point in doing the Ultimate Edition and not doing the other two? Considering as well, they said they added extra content in, so that would have been all the time that they maybe put away to do the others as well. So a good point on that.
I think Phil Spencer said. I remember in. I think he said they were looking at it for a year. Yeah. But I think you may be right. Yeah, they may have actually been looking at it and thought, right, let's go ahead and actually do this sort of now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because they wouldn't have actually started making that game. They'd have put all the resources into Gears 4.
Yeah.
So I mean, once they get the remaster out of the way, I think that will be one of the less remasters we will see now on the Xbox side of things because of this.
Yeah.
Right. Right. I think it's time for our next topic. Bowen mentioned something about it's time to put the remasters behind us and focus on new IPs. So, without further ado, so what happened was a trailer came out, and there was this woman in sort of the desert with a metallic dog with a blue orb inside it, and then she came into this sort of fortress castle thing, and then robots started appearing, attacked the dog, and then the dog died, and we were all like, oh no, the dog's died.
It was that got me, to be honest. It did, when it sacrificed. I was like, oh no, that's
right. But don't worry, Del Boy, because the dog, because she gets the orb from the dog, and it's like the consciousness, and puts it in another robot. And then it works, and it's another companion. And the name of the IP is called Recore. So what do we think of that IP?
I would have liked to have seen some gameplay, because it was all CGI, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But also, when they actually said who's going to be behind making the game, let me put a lot of faith in it. The guys that made Metroid
guys, yeah.
They make the gameplay mechanics and everything is just really good to play. So I've got a lot of faith in that. But Yeah, I mean, the good thing as well, at the end, it showed you all the different types of things that were around her with the blue orb, so it's like, it's not going to be limited to just the one we know.
Yeah, I'm thinking vehicles and sort of maybe mechanical structures that are randomly in the world. You can place the orb in that, and then they transform into.
Exactly, you just got to look after that one orb, and you can put it in stuff, or maybe
that's what I'm thinking,
you can get like a couple of companions. So it's interesting, it's different. I've
So
never
different,
seen a game like that on Xbox before. I don't think I have, no.
I can't say this much though. Go on, give it. Sorry, mate. Go on.
I'm just on the actual Microsoft Windows website now, and it's give a rundown of E3 games. Now, these games are timed exclusive. I mean, this one what's just got me here, the Rise of the Tomb Raider. They've not put timed on this. They put exclusive.
Oh,
now look what you've done. Now look what you've done.
You started to walk in, like, what the
There's some first on Xbox One and PC. One's got timed exclusive, and Tomb Raider just says exclusive, and that's on the official MicrosoftNews.com website.
right, now if they put that on there, then that's it, like, that's the official one, so I got yeah, that's it. Problem solved, people.
Problem solved. Right, move on to the next one. Well done.
You've heard it first, people. That's Chris. Good night, everyone.
Gibbo just dropped the bombshell, right?
Yeah.
Right,
I'll share that.
right. So that's that IP out of the way. And
Whoa,
next,
whoa. I was just going to say, like, with this recall, I think with any new IP, I mean, we've had Halo, Gears, Fable, games like that for a long time now, which we've put our heart and soul into. We know they're good games. But I just know that with Microsoft, when they put their money on something, I just know it's going to be good. I mean, this recall is one of the first things I've seen come from Microsoft in a while. And even though it was a very short CGI trailer, and yes, I agree, Wingy, I would have, myself included, I would have liked to have seen some gameplay. But what a beautiful setting! I mean,
Yeah, interesting.
it really captured me. Like, there was no dialogue apart from just no worries, boy, or whatever when she put the thing's chest, and I felt like I knew that character for years. It was like I was in there. I was in that world for a split second. That when something like that gets you that soon, you just know.
I'm not sure if it's going to be my particular type of game.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold off till the gameplay, but I'm a little bit like a game in Neanderthal, just like big robots, explosions, and guns. So anything which is a little bit, it's a little dog, it's a bit of emotional. I don't know about that. I'm going to wait and
shit up.
yeah, basically. But
It is Japanese.
I'll tell you one thing I do like about it is that it looks like something different. So it's got me thinking,
that's what I
what's this? Do you know what I mean?
I've never seen anything like that on the Xbox platform, because I know there is like differences between like the main two, because like, you know, the actual stylized gameplay, which is on Xbox, you mostly see shooters. That's a given. You know what I mean? On like Sony, you do see like a lot more type of Japanese out there type of games. So to see that on Xbox, I thought was, wow, that's completely different from what I'd expect. It's like Scalebound was announced. It was like, whoa, this is something way different.
It comes across as like a classic action adventure game.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. And what it looked like, I mean, I've got a thing here about it now. It says one of the last remaining humans forges a friendship with an electric cast of robots and lead them on an epic adventure across a mysterious, ever-changing world.
Wow.
So it could be an open aspect of it, similar to like Borderlands, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It will be open world. I really think that.
Ever-changing world could mean like a good couple of things. Maybe this interaction with the environment, or maybe like what we're seeing more of now, dynamic weather systems, maybe like, you know, natural disasters happen. But that's interesting. Cool. Good find again.
Good luck.
We like loads of interesting stuff here.
We can't forget Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2.
Oh, yeah.
That Titanfall dropped. Called the Titan in.
It was so brilliant when they, like, that showed up. I was like, yes, thank God, because I love the first one. The first one was brilliant. Man, this one looks even better.
Best music in the trailer ever.
No,
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes.
Top Gun. Yeah.
I was like, no way. Awesome. It's just when that orange came in with the transformer noises as well. Like, whoa. Yeah, definitely gonna get that because like I've got the Plants vs Zombies, the first one. I thought that's absolutely brilliant. So
Brilliant game, yeah.
yeah, the second one looks the same. So much fun. Yeah, definitely. But,
Never played Plants vs Zombies, but whenever people
sure.
talk about it,
Oh,
their face lights up. But I'm thinking,
Wingy is brilliant.
Wing,
oh, but I don't want to be a plant, guys. I don't want to be a zombie. I don't want to be some kind of sweet corn. I don't want to be a tomato, do I?
But when you're a plant, you're a pea shooter, you root yourself into the ground and turn into a minigun.
It's just you just want to chill out and have a laugh. You just sit there and it just totally messes with your head and you go, "Oh, this is cool." It's like Call of Duty with fucking sunflowers.
I've never heard a negative word against Plants vs Zombies. I've got to say.
It's just fun.
Well, Wingy, you can actually get it with the EA Access. It's free for 4 days. I'm downloading it right now.
Yeah, I might give it a look.
Have a look at it. Trust me. Once you start playing it, you won't want to put it down. It's fun.
What should I select? What should I select? The plum or the cucumber?
The sunflowers are best for me.
You're not even joking, I'm right.
No, the sunflowers are brilliant, man.
Flowers are good, but I really prefer like using the pea shooters, like because
the pea shooters fast.
shoots and, like they put themselves in the ground, turn to a minigun like a turret. It's just brilliant. Sorry, the cactus as well, where you're a sniper. It's like so
It's third person, isn't it?
yeah, third person.
Third person, yeah.
Works. It works. It really does. So much fun. Anyway, sorry.
Right. Are we done? Right.
Yeah, I think so.
Next thing, right? I think Anchorman should have been here, right? So what they announced, one of the developers of Fallout 4 came on stage, showed us some Fallout 4 gameplay. It looked amazing as we saw it at Bethesda's conference, but something was very different because at the end of the trailer, he then said that mods will be coming first ever to console. Fallout 4 mods.
That blew me away. I got confused when he came on stage, and I like the way. See, with the Bethesda side of things, like when Todd come out, they've got a brilliant sense of humor over there, and it showed when he came out at the Microsoft conference, and he had his own character Phil in his Pit Boy, and he was like all his other levels were really low apart from his charisma, and even Phil was saying afterwards, "I can't believe he came out on stage and dissed me like that." 10 charisma, but yeah, that was just I didn't expect it. I wonder what he was doing there. To be honest, I was like, "Hey."
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
It's like it's already done. But
has anyone done mods? Has anyone actually had a go with mods on PC or something?
No, I've not tried, but I have heard that they do extend the life of the gameplay and they do make it interesting. So,
whenever I talk about mods and stuff for games and stuff like that, most times I'm a purist on games. I just want it straight the game. I don't want anything changing other than DLC from the company. But for games like Fallout, after you've beaten it 30 or 40 times, man, mods, they can spice things up.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. They'll change the different maybe game mechanics, or they'll put something completely daft in there, which will just make you laugh your head off. So I think it's a good step forward. It's like with the saying from the mods is leading into the early access thing that is now available. Where I know a lot of people don't really agree with it on PC because obviously DayZ's been in a state of making for years now, but I cannot wait to play it. You know what I mean, on early access, I want to play it because all my friends talk about it. And unfortunately, it's not that I don't want to be a PC gamer. I can't because I can't get my head around it. I'm really institutionalized in console gaming, so I'm the controller.
I've been waiting for Elite Dangerous for quite a while, and I actually downloaded the demo, and I enjoyed it so much. I never thought I'd get into this early access kind of preview thing on the Xbox One, but I enjoyed it so much I'd actually pay to play it more and to get it developed because I enjoy it and I don't mind even if it doesn't come out. I'd like to enjoy that experience. Sorry, go on,
it definitely will come out. Yeah, I mean, so if you pay for it, then Wingy, have you?
No, I am going to. I'm paid. I'm going to put down
So
some
you'll
cash.
be able to get into like the pirating type of stuff. So you'll be able to like that access to the game because it only really gives you train access in the trial edition. But I do like it. It's a great game. It is a great game that, and exclusive. So yeah, it's a great game.
When DayZ drops, I'm definitely putting my money towards that because
What's Bo doing?
Yeah, DayZ looks to shit, man. Well, as soon as I seen it, I thought, oh shit, I thought this was coming to PS4 first.
yeah,
not Xbox One. What the fuck's going on?
I know. that begs the question, though, and I think one of the members from We Game here, I think it was Kev West or Downers King, or one of them, mentioned that is the Xbox console turning into PC.
That's a really valid point because at the end of the day, with the actual Windows 10 arriving with the connectivity and the new user interface and the mods and the early access, it is basically like PC. I'm not saying it's in any way the same because obviously like there's the whole hardware issue, which is fair enough. But yeah, you could see it as that type of platform in a way. And I'm really sorry for any PC guys out there. Like, I don't mean to offend anybody, but you can see it like that in a way.
I honestly thinking that Microsoft is going in a lot of different directions. That way, it's giving you the gamer the capability of playing it whenever you want. Because I know there's times where in my house where my wife wants to watch TV, and we only have one TV in our house. But if I could connect to my computer and play on my computer screen, that would be freaking amazing.
Yeah.
And I think that they're looking at it like that.
Go on, sorry.
I like the option. I like the fact that this preview program is there because if you don't, like the microtransactions, if it's not something you're interested in, allow it, boil it off, do your own thing. But if it's a game you're interested in, for example, if anyone who poo-poos the idea says don't like that, imagine they've done something like, I know it's a bit extreme because Rockstar wouldn't do it, but let's say they've done Red Dead Redemption 2 preview program, then all of a sudden everybody would like it. It depends on your taste of game, and because Elite Dangerous is my type of game, I'm all in for it. So I think the fact that it might be becoming like PC with trying out new things and sort of jumping in on betas, to me, if the option's there for a console gamer, then to me it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, right. Right, let's talk about our next topic. Any fans of the Forza franchise would know that the next Forza is coming this September, and of course Forza 6, which is planning to be one of the best graphical and best car simulators ever made onto consoles. Forza Motorsport 6, and it looks incredible, running at 1080p, 60 frames per second, with weather on the tracks, and we have 24-player multiplayer, I think, and it just looks incredible. Now, has anyone got Forza Motorsport 5 or Forza Horizon 2?
Yes, I got both of them.
What do you think?
What it is, I think, and I blame Gran Turismo for this on the PlayStation 1. Whenever there's a new racer coming out, obviously Forza, and it's a simulation, I think, right, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get into this, look at all the cars, oh, I'm such a racing guy. And then I get it, and then I'm just like, on the tracks, I'm like, and it doesn't work with me. I always jump in thinking I'm getting... Now, Forza Horizon, I freaking loved. That's one of my favourite driving games. But I always think that I'm going to love these sim racers, and I always end up just leaving them. Same with Forza 6. I'm saying all this now. I'm going to be there day one buying the bloody thing. But, and then I'm not going to play it after three months. That's how I feel on them. I don't know about other people.
Gibbo?
I owned Forza 5 for the first... actually, for a year and a bit. I got... when Forza Horizon 2 come out, I was on that more. Well, I like the aspects of Forza Horizon 2. Forza Horizon 5 was good for me, but I sucked online at it. Everyone was just whipping my ass with it. Possibly because I didn't stick with it all the time. I didn't really thingy. But going back to Wingy said there, I blame Gran Turismo as well, because it's when you see these games the first week or two, when you get it, you play on it and you think, right, okay, and then you just sort of like wean off to something else, and then it's just on your digital thing or your collection, or it's just staying there, and then you'll go back to it, and then everyone's ace on it, and you always find yourself coming last, or your engine's smoking, and you think,
Spinning out and that, yeah.
turn it off. Fuck it.
That's
Everyone's
another
going past you
corner.
like,
Here we go.
yeah. So,
But what was your reaction when you saw the Forza Motorsport 6 trailer? Did you think like that's going to be pretty good, or did you think
I did,
I'm
yeah,
not
because
interested?
of what they're actually bringing into it now. It was the content what Forza 5 should have had. Now we know Drive Club brought the dynamic weathering, which I think looks absolutely fantastic on Drive Club. That dynamic really does. That really made the racing game for me.
Yeah.
Now, seeing this weather cycle, the day and night and everything, I think it had has it got 24-hour racing in the Le Mans?
Yeah, I think they did
Yeah.
mention something about that as well. Yeah,
But 455 cars. You cannot argue at that. You
Yeah.
cannot argue at that, and that's just based off. And there's going to be DLC dropping every other month for it as well.
I think I'll get it. I'll do my usual thing.
Yeah.
I'll get it, and then I'll see whether my interest's held. And
Yeah.
as soon as Gibbo says I'm done with it, I'll go, yeah, I'm done with it too, mate. Then we'll try to get inside. Get on Halo 5.
That's it. Get on that Warzone, and it'll be Xbox, go on to Halo 5, and it'll switch. Straight there. Right, you're getting up out your chair. Right, I'm going to have to go, guys. I've got to go and pick my son up. So,
All right.
Later, brother. See you, man.
it's been
Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in.
it's been emotional, guys. Thanks a lot for having me.
Cheers,
We'll
mate.
see you
Peace
in
out,
another
brother.
podcast.
Yeah. See you later, guys. Peace out. Peace out.
Peace.
My God, he's gone.
Don't say that. That's awful. You can't say that. Anyway. So,
Podcast title is changing to "We Hate Gibmeister."
yeah, I mean, obviously, like Wingy was touching on it, like with the driving games. Me myself personally, I'm not really into like driving games, sports games, only because I suck at them really bad. But I can appreciate the look of a good car and like the actual what it's trying to achieve, and that trailer. For me, it was phenomenal. It looked beautiful, and like Gibbo said, like with dynamic weather, like everything, it's like what should have been included in Halo 5 because that seemed a bit bland in a way. It was great graphically, don't get me wrong, and it looked and played great. But if they would have had the weather and everything else, then yeah, it would have completely changed the game.
It's kind of funny because I almost feel a little bit sorry for Dan and the Forza team because it's like you can see he's one of the most passionate. I'm not even massive on driver racers, but he is one of the most passionate developers. Whenever he's talking about Forza, you see he's like a little kid, and I almost feel like they had to rush the Forza 5 to get that out kind of like around the launch. And the full potential of the game, he's always known it's held back. That's why I feel this one will be pretty epic. I feel it's good. Visually, it looks absolutely. I mean, car games naturally always look good, but this looks really, really nice.
Yeah, I mean, they look real. That's the thing that makes your jaw drop. You look at it and think that can't be on a computer. Surely it can't be. That's a video. Like, and to drop the car from the roof as well, like Phil was saying.
It looks like high end PC, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, I mean, and the funny thing I found, like when I was listening to one of the interviews with Phil Spence afterwards, when they were asking about the E3 conference, was he goes, "I really hope that car doesn't drop on me." Right underneath it. I was thinking to myself, yeah, that's a bloody good point. I won't want to. Just
regarding Forza, I mean, like I've never really been a huge racer. I mean, I used to play Project Gotham Racing. Yeah, Project Gotham years back, like Xbox, the original Xbox era.
Did you play Metropolis Street Racer on Dreamcast?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Not.
I don't know.
But I used to love car games, and I sort of lost touch with car games. But I mean, from an outsider's perspective, not being a car game fan and not comparing to like PlayStation car games or Project Cars or Need for Speed, just looking at Forza 6, the package that they delivered on that stage. Like I said in my E3 reactions video, and I'm going to say it, and I don't mean for this to sound like a complete repeat of what Del just said, but it's true. I was watching that, and it took me about 5, 6, maybe even 10 seconds tops to notice in the bottom of the screen that it said in-game footage.
Yeah, amazing.
If I hadn't have clocked that, I honestly swear, hand on heart, I honestly believed I was watching real car footage.
Yeah.
I was thinking, is this just like camera footage of a car to show, to promote game or what? Why are they just filming a car? I don't get it. And then I saw in the corner, and I was like, no. No friggin' way, that is not real. I couldn't believe it.
Cena, you got something to add?
Well, like everybody else is saying, the game looks absolutely stunning. Love the graphics and all that. I'm not one to play the games like that. The last car game that I was super interested in was Mario Kart. So
Yeah, that's all. Hey, that's all right. Mario Kart's awesome. Mario Kart.
You can't fail at that. Well, you can.
nope.
It's like and Mario's mustache just looks so real.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, I mean, obviously, like, Wingy, you're a huge Nintendo fan, so, like, obviously, you know how, like, good, like, Mario is anyway, don't you? So, like, there's not much more you can say about it. They can keep releasing them all the time, and they're still going to be fun. Yeah, I love them, all of them.
Right, here's my thing on the Forza, just to end it, is that when I saw the trailer, I thought it looked incredible, and you know, it's probably going to be one of the best looking games on the Xbox when it releases in September. People are going to look for it like they looked at like Rise of Rome and Forza 5 like last 2 years ago, and you know, it's just proving that how the Xbox can deliver those really amazing graphics. And where I stand on the races, you know, I think I might get it just because I feel like I have a friend who really likes racing games, and he always says that you're missing out. Like, Xbox is the home of Forza, and you haven't got a Forza game. And I keep telling him to play some Halo or Call of Duty, and all he plays is racing games. So he's kind of persuaded me to get Forza Motorsport 6. But I've always liked Burnout. I thought, whoever's doing that is getting a punch.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's bad. That is
Wow.
bad.
Is my speech not good enough?
No, you go, brother. You are the gaming gentleman. Continue, sire.
Sorry, go on. I did that one. Sorry, go on.
Right, so anyway, I'm a big fan of the Burnout series, and that's the only racing games I'll ever see me play, and I wish they made another Burnout.
Yeah, I'll 100% agree with that, because that was just car crash crazy, like
Destruction.
Yeah, exactly, destruction. Yeah. It was epic. It was just like, yeah, your whole entire point of this game is to go as fast as you can and then just epically like fail, basically. And then
Heck yeah.
Boom, you're gone.
Right, before Cino does that cricket noise, we're moving on to the next topic, which is ID at Xbox. Now, last year there's been so many indie titles on the Xbox One, and I feel like a true gamer plays indie titles because there's some really neat games on the Xbox One, and you know, they're only cheap, and they announce really nice indie titles coming to the Xbox One via Windows 10 and PC and Xbox One coming together. They announced Gigantic and Cuphead.
Oh, Cuphead! Sorry.
Oh, Cuphead, yes!
So cool. Yeah, Cuphead looks really good.
What do you think about indie titles on the Xbox One? Do you play indies?
With me, it's like I'm not anti-indie. I buy my next-gen console, my PS4 and my Xbox One for, I'm not going to lie, big AAA games. That's what I like. I'm not massive on indies, but every now and then, like there was one on PS4 called Mother Russia Bleeds, like a side-scrolling beat-em-up. I'm all over that. Cuphead, I've been waiting for like over a year now. I think the game looks fantastic. I can't wait for it. So if an indie game, basically, it's as simple as if an indie game looks good, then I'll get it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
exactly.
It's as simple as that. Yeah.
Right. Have you got any more to say on indies?
Well, that indie game, like especially like Wingy said, like I mean, that Cuphead is one that's really, really like it sparked my inner child in a way, because like when Wingy will be able to agree with me, like when I was growing up, those classic cartoons that used to come on,
exactly
exactly like that. And it's not like because they were the first ones to come on, but when I was like growing up, like we used to get all the classic.
They were still playing them, weren't they? Yeah.
And all those crazy ones used to be on. It's like that's exactly what it reminds me of. And it's like, wow, it's like being a kid again.
Yeah,
But
exactly that. Yeah.
it's like it can't be a game. It's a cartoon, but it's a game, and it's like it perplexes you in a bit. It did perplex me watching it because I'm like, it can't be a game. It's a cartoon.
We're the old duffers in the podcast now. We're going to talk about retro gaming.
But yeah, that's what it reminds me of, and that's why it's so different from anything. Like, because it just looks like a cartoon. It looks
it's actually one of my most anticipated games, to be honest.
It's a great idea, and considering like everybody's saying why is it taking so long, but like they said on stage, they're drawing that. They're actually drawing.
Yeah.
And when we think about like it's something to put in perspective. A Simpsons episode takes 6 months to make.
6 months, that's right. Yeah.
And that's drawing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can forgive it for being a bit, like, a long wait.
They actually said last year this game was going to take us absolutely ages. They did actually say that, and they weren't lying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you can see a lot of passion going into these indie titles, and some of the indie titles I think should get their own studio and get a lot of money because they've got some really amazing ideas that I feel like could be put onto these triple A's and made into something really big.
Mm-hmm. I can agree with that.
Bowen, you got anything to say about indies?
Well, the last one I played, assuming this isn't indie, is Max Curse of the Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an indie.
A very, very good game. I mean, I find it hard to distinguish. I mean, I really wanted to play Ori and the Blind Forest, but I never got around to that.
Beautiful.
But I mean, I suppose I'm kind of the same as Wingy here. I mean, I won't purchase. I've got Xbox for one reason only, and that's playing a big next gen triple. But if a indie game comes around that really captures my attention, then I will get it. But until now, I'll be honest. To contradict Crispy Chris, I'm obviously not a true gamer. But I'm never really.
Sino was holding on that one.
No, that was me.
Not me.
But I'm not the biggest indie purchaser. Not saying I'm not a big fan, just never really got around to it. But I think with Cuphead and a few things, I'm going to try and get more into my indies because there's some really good. But Ori and the Blind Forest look outstanding. I still might purchase that. It's never too late.
Right. So, I really want to kick this off because Wingy is probably really excited about with this from what I can tell that Lara Croft Rise of the Tomb Raider, what they showed off. Yeah, go on.
When you've said your bit, I want to say one thing and then you guys can talk away.
Well, we were shown some actual gameplay of Rise of the Tomb Raider. She was climbing up a mountain. There was an avalanche, and it looked absolutely incredible, cinematic. And Rise of the Tomb Raider, she is being the Tomb Raider. We're going to get some actual tombs this time in the Tomb Raider game. So I'll kick it off to Bowen to say one word.
Hi.
No, that was. You can't do better than that.
Was that it?
No, I mean,
in all seriousness, just so I get my bit out there, and then you guys can talk away, because I never played the first Tomb Raider that they since the new versions, and personally, I really gave this a chance. This Rise of the Tomb Raider for Crispy Chris's sake, because he's been bigging it up for ages. And I'll be honest, I mean, you guys might completely disagree. I wasn't that excited by what I saw. It didn't capture me enough. I mean, it is exclusive to Xbox One now, as we've found out from Gibbo. So it'll make a lovely addition. It'll obviously help Xbox, with its sales and stuff, which is good because there are fans of the game. The graphics look outstanding. It looks amazing. The gameplay looks fantastic. Frankly, I can't put my finger on why it doesn't excite me. But
right, okay. Now I've had to go back. I've had to go to the depths of hell to respond to this one, my brother. I'm now going to tell you. You're now going to see a great big black man, right? Here we go. Now let me show you this, brother. The original PC Tomb Raider. Look at the square tip. Original PC Tomb Raider.
They were pyramids of humongous melons.
And that has you just broke my heart, man. I implore you, go back.
Wingy, I'm telling you, mate. If you just let me finish, when I say
I never let anybody finish.
Backtracking now.
I'm not backtracking. I said it in my video the other day. I absolutely loved the old Tomb Raiders. When I was waiting for this gameplay for Rise of the Tomb Raider, I was hoping for some nostalgia, something to really get me excited, because I used to play the old ones on the PlayStation 1 and 2. I used to play them to death on the disc melted. And this version, Rise of the Tomb Raider, just didn't get me anywhere near as excited as I was hoping.
Check this.
So, I don't hate Tomb Raider. I just didn't like this one.
I'm such a fan of Tomb Raider. I don't even know you, brother. I'll buy you a copy of the damn game when it comes out.
Then you're going to try to get further than that.
Yeah.
I'm on Wingy's side here because not actually sad, but I agree completely with Wingy because at the end of the day, he said before, we're the two all gaffers in here now.
I love you, man.
I grew up with Tomb Raider when it first originally came out. It's this is a British studio, this is a British game. Look at the Norks on this chick, and she can shoot guns. It was just awesome. What's just kick ass? It's just. When the films even came out, and I was like, oh, they can't be doing this to the films, but they put Angelina Jolie in it. Good enough for me. She's fucking so, you know what I mean? But yeah, Tomb Raider's awesome, but the reboot itself,
Great game.
Maybe you're not feeling it as much as you say you want a bit of nostalgia, but I had this same type of debate with a guy on one of the Facebook pages, and he says, why has she not got the guns? Why has she not got this? And I was like, listen, the first one was her story, her origin.
You saw her guns at the end, didn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, sorry. Whoops.
Sorry, the second one has got the clue in the title, Rise of the Tomb Raider. This is her becoming it. And then the third one, when the next one comes out, then she'll be the full article. That it's a story, it's a journey, and That's the way I look at it.
I do understand that concept, and I do appreciate the angle they're going with it because it hadn't been done before. But just responding to what I'd seen on that stage, forgetting everything really, just looking at that and the answer, the main question, will you buy it? After what I saw, I'm not ready to put my money down.
I don't think he's looking at. I think he's looking at your table. I don't think he's looking at the TV.
He didn't even watch it.
He wasn't looking at the TV. He's looking at the table. There we go.
I'll get my coat.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Gaming gentlemen, restore order.
I will order.
I'll leave you guys to it now. I've put a depressing tone on this topic already, so I'll let you guys revel in after.
Go on, Wingy, because me and you are basically obviously old school on the Tomb Raider. But what was your thoughts on it?
On the serious note, I know I go crazy, but I thought it looked absolutely beautiful. I was actually a little bit shocked that it didn't get the massive reaction I was expecting for people to say visually. When she was actually somebody said to me, oh, I wish they showed more actual gameplay. I was saying, you do realise that part when she was walking out into the thingy and she was holding her arm, you was controlling that. That is the gameplay.
Yeah.
The game looks that good. I think it was great.
Yes, seamless is basically
perfect word. Perfect word.
It was from you couldn't tell what was cutscene, you couldn't tell what was gameplay because it's seamless. So, I'll definitely go with that.
Graphically, one of the best looking games we've seen in a while. I'll give it that much.
He's going to say "but" in a minute, but it just wasn't my thing.
He's recovered himself.
Good recovery.
I stand by what I said, but it did look fantastic.
And I'm actually going to come in. I'm going to come in and be on Bowen's side of this. Hold on. I absolutely love the gameplay. It looked awesome and stuff like that, but it's not one of those games that I'm actually going to be there day one. I may get it later on, a little bit later on, just to play it, but it's not something I was looking forward to. It didn't inspire me to go to buy the game.
There we are.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's fair enough.
I thought I was going to be bloody pulled out by my ankle.
I got you back,
Sorry,
brother.
mate. Sorry. I get passionate. I apologise.
Is any-
Round 2. Fight! Right, so-
I'd like to touch on. I don't know if this is on your topic list, Chris.
Don't
but
change the topic.
Oh, sure.
we do need to talk about HoloLens and Windows 10 UI.
Yeah, we will do, but not yet.
You know what time it is? I'm old. I need my bed.
What's left to be said on this Tomb Raider?
No, just about that. You know, when I got the Tomb Raider, the story was absolutely fantastic. Anyone could agree. You know, you really did feel for Lara Croft this time, and like you were playing Lara Croft, and the origin story was like the best reboot we could have hoped for, in my opinion. The multiplayer side of Tomb Raider really didn't go down that well. I don't think so. But I really hope that when Rise of the Tomb Raider, they really focus on that single player aspect, which made Tomb Raider so great. And this, now she's becoming the Tomb Raider, and we actually get to see some proper tombs, and you still see that like you really go along with Tomb Raider because it's all about survival, and that's what's the key aspect of what makes Tomb Raider really great, is just the survival. And yeah, it just looks to be a really great game, and I cannot wait to play it. Boom. That's it.
Sorry, you were expecting like some type of sound effect there, were you?
Yeah, I was. I had the clap feed.
Congratulations.
Right.
Here's
I've
my
just got-
reaction.
Go on then. Oh wow.
Everybody, get off the effects thing.
Right. Our next topic, and then we'll go on to HoloLens. Is Rare Replay. 30th anniversary, 30 games, 10,000 gamer score, 30 old school games for old school gamers and even newcomers, and it just looks incredible. What do we think of Rare Replay?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just going to kick off by saying, because we were saying about remasters earlier, I disagree with remasters totally. But when they do things like this, which is not only good for the old school gamer, getting that nostalgic feeling again with the nostalgia, but getting that raw feeling of their childhood back, like with Cuphead and stuff. But it's good for new gamers, new generation, new blood in the gaming community that haven't experienced these games. I mean, I think I might purchase that. I really think there's a lot of material on that game.
For the price that we're going to be getting it, like it makes perfect sense to get it, because at the end of the day, you're getting 30 games, and it's cheap over obviously like over in America, like they said $30.
Yeah. Well, it's $19.99, either cheaper.
Yeah, it's like that's damn cheap. I mean, $19.99 is what you pay for the whole series of the Telltale's Walking Dead, like when it was on the store that time. And that's a fantastic games to play as well. So to get 30 games for that, it's like, wow, that's really It's just, I think they've nailed the pricing for some of the games being released recently with obviously the Master Chief Collection, 4 games for the price, 5 games now for that price, and this is 30 for $19.99. Can't grumble at that. Not at all. Apart from that, and I want to have all of you younguns have to go through the pain and pressure of having to do the motorbike section on Battletoads and want to tear your hair out.
I will, don't you worry.
I plan on buying the game, just the collection of them, just because I missed out a lot of that stuff whenever I was young, didn't have a lot of money and stuff like that, but I was always interested in playing those games, so it's exciting for me. It's exciting.
Wingy, what do you think?
I popped off. Is this about the rare
replay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm right on that. Day one, right on that. All over it.
Classics.
August the 5th when it comes out.
Yeah, I'm all over that. Can't
Yeah,
wait. For it.
I was just saying to Wingy, I was saying I want them as young'uns to experience what we had to go through with Battletoads with like the motorcycle section.
Yeah.
So that they can tear the hair out.
The young'uns.
Dark Souls has got nothing on how frustrating that part of
Yeah,
it.
but I'm not going to say back in the day I'm going to get booted off the podcast. But we're from the free lives, free continue generation. Do you know what I mean? There was no checkpoints back in the day.
Then he'd have to go all the way back. Oh God.
Right.
They're all falling asleep. Let's stop.
No, it doesn't matter.
We want to talk about HoloLens, not this.
This is the bread and butter. This is what actually made everything possible in this day and age. So, respect. You know.
You do have to appreciate games like what Rare had to offer. And that is history on a disc.
30 years, man. 30 years, long time. Like, I've only been gaming for the 32 years now, like in my 35-year life, and and when they said 30 years, I was like, whoa. And I was like remembering back to all the games I had, because I played all those games. I was thinking, wow, I didn't realise I was that old.
It makes you feel bad, doesn't it? It makes you feel bad.
It's like, oh man.
Right. Anyway, sorry. Carry on.
Right. Forgetting the past and going to the future.
There's
Let's
a young
talk
boy
about
there. Yeah, you got the future ahead of you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You sound like the old man shouting at the kids playing football.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, there was a big heavy sense of me being really annoyed that you're young then.
Right, let's talk about Windows 10 HoloLens and the demo they showed off, which blew people's minds.
Yeah, did it?
Yeah, Minecraft on HoloLens. What do we think?
Amazing.
People are going to be looking down her shirt 90% of the game.
Oh, wow. I mean, see, when they showed that, I thought, I'm not into Minecraft, and I know that might make me unpopular with people. It's just never been my thing. But as soon as I saw what they were doing with it, the first thing that popped into my head was, right, okay, chess, Risk, real-time strategy games on basically any tabletop on your rug, you know what I mean, and being able to control it. It has no matter what anybody says, that HoloLens has a lot of gaming applications to it, a lot, and it's a plugged-in interface. It's actually games,
even if you think, because it's got this clear screen, you could even play games on your TV where objects actually fly out and people start walking out the TV. That's possible. That's possible, though, isn't it? That would be possible, wouldn't it?
The great thing about it as well is one of the things they showed in the sort of demo video, but which is they showed actually in the on-stage demo, is you can place stuff on your wall. You can actually have it flat out. So if somebody's on say the TV, or playing a game themselves, and you want to watch a bit of Netflix, stick it on. You can just put it on your wall and watch it.
Wow, yeah,
it's crazy.
Has there been any date for that at all, or?
No, not yet. Is it this year?
No.
I'm certain I've read that somewhere.
Right. And also, the question is. Sorry, I'm gonna cut you off there, Crispy. But the question is, how much is this gonna cost for me? And I mean, is there anything that I have to put in my home, or do I have to carry something around in my pocket or something like that?
It's self-contained. The actual headset itself, I reckon it'll probably come with your basic charging dock, I would imagine, because I don't think they'll have batteries in that thing. It's going to be so, but it's got its own individual processors and everything in the actual HoloLens itself, so it's independent. But they said that if you use it with Xbox, then obviously they're going to integrate something with it. Obviously,
yeah, it'll integrate,
yeah. But for it by itself, it is just a self-contained unit. So, but the price is going to be the most important part of that. I don't think it's going to be cheap.
No.
They need to be careful. Price. If they make it, obviously, I'm not expecting it to be the same price as an Xbox 360 game, but I mean, as long as it's reasonable,
I'll be honest.
They'll get their profit. Everyone on the planet, even like your Sony fanboys who hate Microsoft, kill Microsoft, everything Microsoft, even they're going to get HoloLens. I'm sorry. How could you not want this new piece of technology?
Yeah.
If they make the price reasonable so every Joe can get one, even people who aren't...
More consumers to get one and not just like the fancy businesses.
I see 129.99 with Minecraft.
We can all live in dream.
Yeah, definitely.
No, I reckon a good price point on that for its own, individual processors, everything that comes with it. I reckon we're going to look at the original price that we did with the Xbox One at launch. I reckon it'll be that. Yeah.
I think it'll be £100.
But I think that it's going to offer so much that you can do with it. Like, it'll be worth the price. Like, I mean, I remember Micro saying, he's definitely going to get one. I'm the same as him. Like, I love new tech. And,
oh, yeah, I'm all over it, yeah.
Yeah, I've got money saved away. That's, just going to get spent. I don't care what it costs me. I want it.
From a standpoint of where I'm coming from, if it's that expensive, I think I'm going to wait a little bit just so that I can see that price drop, because I do want to get in on it.
Yeah, no, that's understandable, but as well, at the end of the day, it's got to have games that appeal to you as well. That's why when I said, I'm not really a Minecraft person, which I'm not, but if they start releasing, like my favourite one has got to be, they have to do it, because, Disney's such a big company, they've got Star Wars. I want that game that Chewbacca was playing on the Millennium Falcon with the little, monsters, basically like chess. I want that game to be made, so you know what I mean, so you can play it, and it's just their little monsters battling each other. That would be awesome.
I'm so happy you brought that up.
Yeah, that'd be so cool, man. That actually alone sell it to loads of Star Wars fans. Every single Star Wars fan would buy one.
What do you think about what do you think about 229 with Minecraft? Any takers?
Higher.
No, yeah. I think 229 with Minecraft. Any higher, it won't take off.
Maybe around the 300 mark, maybe at a point. But at release, I reckon they'll try and recoup most of the money. I've got my day one edition Xbox. I'm proud that I bought it. That at the top price. I don't mind. You know what I mean? I wanted it, so I paid the money. So, but. Yeah, I think it's not gonna be cheap. We all know that. It's like, does anybody know the price of the Oculus yet? Has anybody heard any pricing for that? That might give us a sort of ballpark.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll just pull up what they're selling them for. Are they selling them yet?
Well, there's going to be soon, because they're doing the keypad. So, your controller.
That's what I was thinking about the Morpheus, how much they're going to charge for that as well.
Exactly, as well. They've not mentioned the price about the Morpheus.
No. If I was going to guess, I'd say around 230 to 250, I think.
I hope so.
I know it sounds optimistic. I just think the 300 mark is just a little bit too steep for people. Like with me, I'm the same as you, mate. With me, I'm a tech kid. The only thing I do is game. That's all I spend my money on. So I'll get it. I'll be in the queue. I was in the queue getting the 360 Connect, for God's sake. Look at that.
Yeah, I got it as well, day one.
Me too. Yeah.
As well, and then I sort of basically nearly broke all my toes and pulled my groin by playing Connected Ventures on the first day. I've actually got pictures on my Facebook, actually took of the moment before I landed in a heap on the floor. It took a picture of me jumping. The star jump was like, no, should have done that. Ow!
I think something we need to all take into account, though, is the fact that, we're talking about the price tag of the HoloLens, but we need to really put the price tag next to the capabilities of this thing. Because, when they first announced HoloLens and they shown us that, video of all these things it could do, I'll be honest, I was quite a skeptic to a degree in my head.
It was basic, yeah. That.
But, I was a bit apprehensive, a bit skeptic as to what would actually be able to do all these things. And then when they came out on stage on E3 and shown us that Minecraft, and live in front of an audience, shown this holographic projection in this guy's head, I just thought, this has not been done. This is the future of
Star Trek.
This is
Malcolm, I'll give a shout out to Malcolm Powell, who's watching us at the moment. He's actually just messaged me on me Facebook. He says the Oculus Rift is $350 for a dev kit. That's for the dev kit, so
Jeez.
$350. So that's for a dev kit. Like, I think they do deals for the devs because obviously they're going to make money back from whatever's made from it as well. So what are we looking at now then? Maybe 400?
No. 289. 289.
Going up a little bit by a little bit.
Yeah.
Tiny bit. But thanks for that, Malcolm, by the way. Like, because we were all, we just didn't know. But 350 quid for the dev kit for the Oculus?
Yeah.
Wow.
I would like to do a thing, like a little segment, because we've had some amazing viewers watching the podcast, and also the legend, the myth, Microbox of X, and I think it's all fair to say, about he's still here and his departure from YouTube, and how he's just an amazing guy, and how he's all inspired us to do our YouTube. And I feel like a lot of people have messaged Bowen and Stefan and myself about Micro, and that he's still talking to us, and that's right.
We miss you, Micro. We really do.
Yeah. Top fella.
Absolutely.
He will be missed, but I'm glad he's doing his thing. He seems to be in a good place at the moment. I'm happy that he's happy to do what he's doing. You're always
I do have an exclusive to drop. I haven't heard this from him or from anyone. I just feel it in me bones. I think the Microbox of X will be back.
I'm hoping.
I just got a feeling.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I've got a feeling.
Gaming gentlemen, please.
Well, I think as we talked, how long do you think we'll go on for?
Right. We've actually covered basically.
Yeah. I've got one more topic, and that is Gears of War 4. So, shall we talk about it?
Oh, wow.
Before you drop that, can I just say one thing? I know you guys are all Xbox heads, but what did you guys think of Horizon Zero Dawn?
Oh my God, that game blew me out of the
Amazing.
water. I was just like,
my favorite game of E3 next to Tomb Raider.
and how they did it. They showed actual gameplay of them fighting a huge creature. That was so awesome. It was
amazing, jaw dropping.
I was on the edge of my seat.
I'll admit, I'll put my hand up and say I haven't seen the trailer yet. So
you
go watch it.
That is the one with the robotic dinosaurs in this universe.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right, yeah.
Everything
from the concept. I just like the idea of it, the sort of post-apocalyptic world, the curious questions. What are these dinosaurs? Oh, mental.
Well, you're like me, Wingy. Like, you're a sci-fi fan. Like,
sci-fi nut, yeah, sci-fi nut.
Sci-fi nut. So anything to do with like cyberpunk or anything to do with sci-fi, anything like that, I'm all over it.
As soon as you saw Metallica moving, that's it, sold.
Yeah. Everybody's got so many good things to say about it. I think we're looking at it because this is the thing that's the only thing that's stopping me from buying the PlayStation at the moment is exclusives, because I only will buy it to play exclusive games on, because I mainly play all my stuff on the Xbox because all my friends are there. So I will just buy it for exclusives. So I mean, they've got Until Dawn. That's one that I really want to play. Like Gibbo said before, I wouldn't mind playing Last of Us as well. But if
that's a great game.
Yeah, if this game that you talk about is as good as it it is, then I think I probably will invest when that comes out. So at least I've got some games to play on it.
But personally, right now, I mean, I got both consoles on launch. I love them both. I would say there's probably enough exclusives for you to now to at least have a look, especially if you haven't played The Last of Us. Definitely have a look.
That's what I mean. I do want to play that, and like I say, with the Until Dawn, because I'm a big survival horror fan, and that looks really good, very good in fact. So
awesome.
Hey Wiggy, what's this Shenmue 3? Oh, sorry, Pat.
You are joking it. You're saying that to wind me up because I'm an old boy.
No,
I know you are. See, what you're going to do now, you're going to make me get out my games. Look, Shenmue 1, Shenmue 2, sorry, Jim.
I played Shenmue's, and I know about them, and it is a cult classic. And the only thing that really made me look past when they said yes, Shenmue 3. I was like, oh, have they actually announced that? I actually watched the part where they had the guy come out and beg. I'm sorry, but
Oh, don't!
it ruined me.
Yu Suzuki, Outrun, Space
Exactly.
Harrier.
Well, that's the thing. I watched your video on this, like, about, and it did look like they'd been keeping him in a cellar.
No.
And took him out, and he was like, give me the money, and I felt so sorry for him. He's a legend. You know what I mean?
It hurts me, right? Basically, gaming gentlemen, I'm not going to patch. I assume I don't know if you know that, or not, but obviously you guys have heard about Outrun and Space Harrier, Super Hang On. This is the guy. This is the creator of these games.
Created classics.
Sorry, I haven't heard of those.
Either way, like thingy, yeah, that part, like obviously them announcing it was great, but that part ruined it for me. They shouldn't have had him like out there begging, because it's a cult classic game and like everybody wanted it, and they're saying do a Kickstarter, and it's like, no, give him the money to make
That's the first thing I thought. I'm like, why are you saying Kickstarter? Why don't you just give him the money if you've got him there, sort of thing? Do you know what I mean?
That is the first time ever that they've ever used E3 to beg for something. You know what I mean? It's like I felt really sorry for him, because it's his like creation. It's a great game series that they did. So yeah, I was a bit gutted that they did that to him. I thought like they should have just given him the money.
Oh dear, he's a legend anyway.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like over on Space Harrier, like you say, it's like classic games.
Yeah.
I've barely all the games, so it's like yeah.
Right.
Horizon. I'll be honest, I was saying to Chris yesterday in an Xbox party chat that I like Delphi. I mean, like, for a long time I've said I don't hate PlayStation. I will likely buy one day. I just need a game to really scream at me that I want. That's only for PlayStation. Otherwise, I'd have bought one by now if there was a game I wanted. And that Horizon, I'll be honest, I don't think there was enough to like really like make me think, oh, I want a PlayStation. But it did have a lot of potential to blow me away in the future with more stuff. But I don't know. I don't want to sound like I'm picking on it, because I'll contradict what I'm saying already. Like I saw the footage for The Last Guardian, which is the sequel to Shadow of Colossus, and I loved Shadow of Colossus. So I can already say I'll likely buy a PlayStation 4 for that game when that comes out. Speaking of Horizon, I just felt I don't know, I couldn't take it seriously. It almost reminded me of the film Brave, that like red-headed like animated girl with the bow and arrow. It just looked a bit thrown together.
Did you just see Wingy's face then? You really upset him.
As well, they went, right, how do we splice it? Because it's just at the moment a red-headed girl with bow and arrow. Go on, let's just throw it in. Didn't.
Wiggy, calm yourself.
It didn't look like much went into it. It looked a bit thrown together for my liking. It didn't mean it couldn't be a good game. I mean, just judging from what I've seen on the day. Like,
You're great, mate. No. I think you're great, because you know what I like about you is that you got your own opinions, and that's good, man. That's good, because pretty much everybody I've spoken to has got that game. Fair play to you, man.
Mate, I like to just say it as I see it. I'm not slating anything.
Yeah,
like I said, it could at Gamescom or whatever, more footage could come out, and I could be like, wow, fair enough, I was wrong. It looks really good. But from what I've seen, it just looked like Walt Disney's Brave with a few robot monsters.
Stop it now! Stop it!
Anyway, let's talk. Like, considering we're getting on the topic of like the other games like for like obviously we've got to talk about is all the multiplats as well, because like
yeah, go on.
Yeah, there's lots of them, like, and it's been a great year again, but obviously I have to get this off my chest straight away. Is like we were saying before, Doom, wow,
yes.
Absolutely mouth-wateringly wow, and Fallout 4, whoa.
Oh, Fallout 4, now you've got me talking.
Thank God I've waited 8 long years for that bloody game. 8 long, miserable, screaming into my bloody pillow years, going, I need it now. And then they just completely drop it, and it's just boom, even more better than I thought it would have been. completely 1,000 times better. So I've got to give my hats off to Bethesda. They really like it. It's a labour of love, that game. You can tell.
It is, yeah. They put so much effort and passion into that game with like Pit Boy Edition. That was just so funny. Everyone wanted that.
Yeah, I like the way Todd Howard said. He goes, I know there's a lot of like shitty peripherals on the market, but this is like probably the best one. Like, I was like, they've got a great sense of humour like that place. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, it's just having the talking protagonist for a start, complete change up. I was like, yes, I'm actually glad about that. It means the story's more involving. You've got your own dog. As soon as I saw the trailer, I said, we have to have the dog. We have to be able to control it. Which you can swap with Hogsworth, which is even better. So you can have the robot or the dog if you want. You can build your own community.
Yeah, that was the best thing.
More nuts. I was like, whoa. And you can build like all the turrets and stuff to look after your community. It's just there was just so much stuff to it. It was just brilliant. But
it's a great year for gamers, isn't it, man?
Yeah, definitely. The game has definitely won this year because it's just phenomenal what's dropping. Like I could reel them all off, but obviously everybody wants to like chat about like each individual one, so I'll just reel them all off because there was that many. You know what I mean? We all win. It was brilliant.
This is a good year for games.
Yeah.
End of story.
All current gen as well. All current gen. Thank God.
Oh yeah, finally.
Yeah, fine. Current gen.
Apart from the more Unlimited edition,
yeah,
everything we've seen is pretty much just for the new gen. It's brilliant.
Yeah. I got to give C-Note some speaking time, so he's a big Call of Duty fan, and I'll be killed if I don't say this and don't mention this, because he's been called into that throughout this entire podcast.
Sorry, C-Note, I jumped there with the multiplats and said that you were supposed to talk about.
It's all good, man.
So C-Note, take it away with this is Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
Oh man, now you're giving me the spotlight, dang it. Call of Duty is one of those games.
So like, it's your game, you know what I mean? So.
Exactly, and Call of Duty is one of those games that either people love the game or they absolutely hate it. It's just, it's one of those controversial games that man, I just absolutely have loved it since day one. I played it since Call of Duty 3, but Black Ops 3 has some pretty cool features in it that I kind of want y'all's opinion on it. They just like Halo 5 released their co-op mode, Call of Duty's doing the same thing. So campaign, you can play it with your friends now.
That is cool. Yeah, I think with the way the current games are going now, like with it, basically they're all online. The whole co-op thing and playing with your friends, it's a lot more sociable now. So yeah, that is definitely a cool feature. First as well, like you know what I mean. It's like Halo did it in Halo, like that they did it in theirs. But yeah, definitely more games should adopt it. Borderlands as well, but yeah, sorry, go on, carry on.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, the co-op mode is pretty awesome. That you're able to. They were showing off some of the cool stuff that you could do. You could bring in rockets, and you can do these little. There's these little bugs, like a little swarm that comes out of your arm and stuff like that. It's based.
It's something else, and they come out your butt. Woo!
That would be interesting. DLC.
The butt flies. There you go. Wow. Sorry, go. Yeah.
No, it's all good.
It's like little flies, aren't they? Something like that, like little nanobots. Like flies.
They attack the enemy or whatever, and the multiplayer. I can't stress this enough. I've actually watched some of the multiple of the multiplayer trailers, and they're just absolutely stunning. To be able to fight underwater, to be able to go places that you've never been able to go to be able to do some stuff that Call of Duty fans have been begging for. The franchise has needed something. Advanced Warfare kind of touched on it, but I think this is where Call of Duty needs to go.
Blow offable limbs. Yeah, that got me. I watched that and I saw like the legs and arms fly. I was like, "Whoa, cool! It's back to being gory." Thank God.
Yes. Yes.
I think Call of Duty needs to really go back to its roots. I mean,
right, let's kick it
back. right back to Call of Duty 3. You mentioned Call of Duty 3. I'm going to go back to what we said about backwards compatibility. I want Call of Duty 3 to come back because that was, for me, the best Call of Duty multiplayer ever. It was so basic and so raw. It was such a good game. I think
Call of Duty 3, do you say?
Yeah, the Call of Duty 3, like one of the first Call of Duties, that was just outstanding.
Yeah, it was the first one to introduce multiplayer to the consoles.
Yeah, and Modern Warfare came out after that, and then Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops like 100 bloody Call of Duties.
Free World at War, yeah, wasn't it? Is it Free World at War, and then they had number 4, and then it went to Modern Warfare?
No, it was free, and then Modern Warfare, then it was World at War, then it was Modern Warfare 2.
Actually, you're the like thingy, the guy to ask about this. Which way did it go? I'm sure World at War was before Modern Warfare, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was actually before Modern Warfare. It was right before Modern Warfare 3.
Ha! Told you.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 3, you just said.
No, I said like I'm sure it was free, then it was World at War, then it was Modern Warfare. I'm sure it was.
I disagree with that. I don't think it was.
Yeah, World at War came
Either way.
after like the original Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Then it was World at War. Then it was Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
Then it was Black Ops.
Is that correct, Sino?
I think so. I was thinking
What do you mean
was
you
right
think so?
after.
You're the COD expert.
Yeah,
Now you're making me doubt myself, damn it. Don't do that.
Okay, I tell you what, I'll just admit that I don't know. There we go.
Too many cards, too little time.
Yeah.
I know, right? But hey, I also want to bring up something real quick to you guys, and I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but the new controller.
Yeah.
Yes. Did we not talk about that? Wow. I'm the teleprompter and I didn't talk about that.
Yeah. It's a big, like, obviously really good on like COD, and he uses the controls, so that's why we're gonna open up to Cino to talk about it because he knows a lot about them. I don't personally.
Okay, so scuff controllers. If anybody knows what those are, or cinch controllers, does anybody know what those are?
Yeah.
What's the what then?
You might, yeah. You're a controller guy as well, haven't you? Because you've got like pads and stuff.
Okay, so basically.
Oh yeah, sorry, your sticks. Yeah, you got your fight sticks.
Yeah, sorry, brother. Go on, Cino.
Okay, so yeah, scuff controllers and cinch controllers, basically they have paddles in the back or buttons in the back, and they have precision controls, trigger stops and stuff like that. But Microsoft just introduced their new version of that, and it's $30 cheaper than any scuff controller or any cinch controller out there. And it's also, you know how your controllers where the pieces will wear out and stuff like that? Well, on this controller, they're actually giving you the option to remove like the sticks and the backings and all that. Everything on that controller is removable and replaceable easily. It's all magnetized.
And customizable, and you can get different types of sticks and triggers and all sorts.
Yep.
The only criticism I had with that, it's very pricey than I thought it was going to be.
Well, think about it like this: Cinch and them it's $30 cheaper than that, and you customize it the way you want it. If something breaks on a Cinch controller, you're kind of up a creek without a paddle. You're gonna have to pay them like $50-$60 to repair it.
Wow.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like a tournament edition fight stick, like which you can open up, change the buttons around, customize it to how you want. It's like I'm assuming it's kind of like a first-person shooter guy's equivalent of a tournament fight stick. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Yeah. Which it is a big market, like for them to get into. Like peripherals have always been like more third party, and it's like I think that it's great that they're actually wanting to get into it because you'd rather have something that's official, as long as it's great, of course. Like as long as it's really good quality and it's official, it's even better, really. You know what I mean? It's official, and of course, like we were talking about before, which like I've experienced in my time with like being with Microsoft is like whenever any of my things have broke down that have been Microsoft. They're the first ones to say, right, not a problem, we'll send you a new one, send back the crap one. You know what I mean? And they just replace it. And
Exactly.
it's great. So yeah, it's definitely the. I think they're going to do well getting people to on board with that once they actually get to grips with it or see somebody with it.
Get to grips with it. Best joke you've ever made.
Come on, somebody did a boom.
It up. No! Oh, it's gone by. Do you know what? It was that good. It did deserve one.
That's the one.
Right, well, but yeah, like I say, I thought that was brilliant that they released that. It looks really good. Especially the cursor bit. I like the cursor pad, and they just changed that. Instead of it just being up and down, left and right, they've got a full 360 circle. That's amazing. And that's brilliant for fighting games. You know what I mean?
By the way, I hate to hate to cut in here right here, but I have to give it to the gaming gentleman. Was correct. It did come out before. It was right after Call of Duty 4. It came out World of War.
Oh right, okay. Well, yeah, I was wrong again.
I was right. Yeah.
Yeah, again, guys.
I had to go look through my collection to see the dates.
Wow. Right, let's talk a little bit. There's a game that I really like. I think we talked about it when Gibbo was here. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Wow.
I missed that. I never saw it.
Yeah, Wingy wasn't it because we were just talking about games in general. I think it was before we actually started the live chat. But the Ghost Recon, the new one, which is open world and all the choices are yours. You make any choice you want.
Oh, that sounds good.
Have you not seen the trailer?
No, I've not seen it because it was at the Ubisoft one, wasn't it?
Yeah, Ubisoft. Yeah.
I never saw the Ubisoft one, and as soon as I'm hearing open world, I'm thinking, ching ching.
It's basically you can make any choice you want. You've got but you're fighting
co-op as well.
Yeah, it's all co-op, it's all online, open world. You're fighting against drug cartels down in Mexico, and basically you can go in and you can completely destroy the actual cocaine producing factory, or you can go in and kill everybody and steal the cocaine, or you can go in, kill everybody, steal the cocaine, and leave the guy who's in charge alive. So they actually
or don't do anything, just leave it.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. It's so much choice.
Wow, I'm going to check that out. Actually, I'm going to
watch it. Honestly, it's amazing. It's just such a. It's just choice. That's another thing. I know we keep saying it. Options, it's such a great time for not just the options we've got as gamers, but the actual options in games. They're so open world now, and you can do anything. It's I was well impressed by that. The Ubisoft showing for that. It was.
It's definitely another game to start. It's definitely another game on that list of games that shows what the new generation is all about. Because, graphically, I was very impressed. The mechanics, I was very impressed. I mean, it had all the aspects of the Division, with the AI and all the choices you can. And whole different twist to it, the fact that you can enter at any angle. You could drive in with a truck, you could skydive your way in, you could wait till night, you could wait till day, wait till dusk, you can snipe from distance, you can go in stealthily, you can go in loud, you could do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's freedom and the choice.
Yeah,
it's almost but more realistic.
I'll probably to be honest with you, more than often than not, I will always be doing the stealthily approach. I like being a ninja in games.
Yeah, that's what I'll be going for, the full ghost.
Ninja.
What was it called again? I was about to watch it, but I ended up watching Rise of the Tomb Raider again. Sorry, what was it?
It's called Ghost Recon. Is it
Wildlands?
Wildlands, yeah.
I'm gonna watch that.
And I'll be the guy to shoot you in the back.
Yeah, I don't trust you in any way, to be honest with you. So, you kept blowing me up in GTA. Everybody smile for a photo. Okay, wait a minute, what's that? Our feet beeping, bang, gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, GTA 5 with Cino in Del Point. Wow.
Yeah, just don't. Yeah, I don't trust you.
Oh, that brings up the Division and that cool little feature that they have. It's all of y'all are down on the ground and I'm the only one up. It's
I'm gonna nick all your stuff. I've got to admit, I've like thingy. I looked at that trailer and I thought, you know what? I need to play with all like people I can trust because otherwise, like it's paranoia because you don't know what's gonna happen. Like,
You can trust me.
no, there's no way I'm playing that game with you. No. I'm sorry, but it's one of them though. But like, I in that game now, I think there will be parts where I'll want to go in maybe single player or maybe with a couple of people who are on the same page and just go murk people for the stuff, just to be evil and just kill them. You know what I mean? Like, it's amazing that you can do that. I just didn't see that one coming. That you can basically be a rogue agent and like turn your mates over and take the stuff.
Yeah, betray them.
Yeah, it's evil. That it's a good one. It's a good
Okay. Yeah, we'll all take Crispy into a little room and say, hey, you know what? You know that shiny gun you got?
Over there in the corner. Go.
It'd be bad for himself. Quick.
Oh God.
That
Yep,
surprised me in the gameplay. I was really like, I mean, like the dark zones do like look like really good places to go in and loot because like it's not just like the other players. Obviously, you got the AI as well, but yeah, that element to it now that we all know that you can actually just leave the group that you're in and basically go rogue and kill them all and take all the stuff. That's evil, but it's so good. It is really evil.
We're probably going to get in on a group, and we're just going to be those guys that are the professionals are looking out of the window, and we're just standing in a circle throwing grenades at each other.
I'm watching this trailer now. This looks fucking amazing. Are you guys getting this? This Tom Clancy?
Yeah. When is it out? That's the question. Is it out next year?
I think that one's penned for next year. Yeah.
Well, it's massive. I'm not surprised.
It says in the actual trailer as well. It's pre-alpha footage. So yeah, it's gonna be next year. But it looks amazing because you can do anything. It's like, you know what I mean. I like the idea that they've actually like they've gone for a storyline where it's like have all the agents suddenly gone rogue? Have they had enough? Are they starting to like pick off all these people, or has it been like licensed by the government or whatever? So it's intriguing, that game. Definitely, I definitely want to play it. So.
The thing that kind of kills my spirits a little bit is the fact that this last few months I've been so busy. Like, I mean, through the roof busy, and I've barely played like 5 quests of like The Witcher, and I mean the last couple of days playing the Gears.
Yeah. And your son's reminding us why you've been busy as well. Can you hear him? Like, rah. You're not talking, Dad.
Well, hey guys, I hate to cut y'all off again, but I really have to go. Yeah.
Cool. No worries, dude.
Can we give you a send off? Is there any music? Yeah.
What the? Hey, use the finger. It's like that sounds a bit strange.
Obviously, we loved having you on, and thanks for coming on the Welsh and Chris.
Thank you very much. I'll catch y'all later,
bro.
Have a good night, mate.
Right. How long
yeah.
are we talking for now? Wow, it's got to be at least.
We've been on for about. This is the longest Welsh and Chris we've ever had.
I've started eating my own arm. I haven't eaten for over an hour, guys. It's me.
I think we just mentioned like.
We're coming to a close, but I really want to know what Wingy thinks about that trailer.
It's freaking amazing. I've just paused halfway. It's showing you all the different options.
You got to see the end because that's when they show like glimpses of everything.
All right, cool. Right, I'll keep going.
Yeah.
While he's finishing the end, I'm just going to quickly finish by saying, like, the only thing that's kind of soul destroying is the fact that, like, for me, my situation at the moment, hopefully it'll improve. But I mean, I've been so busy with everything, the baby, crap at sleeping, everything, you name it. My job, very time consuming.
Life.
I've been played games. I mean, there's games like this coming out, which I'd love to invest hours and hours and hours into, but I would just see it as a wasteful investment because I'd probably barely play it, and I just see it there collecting dust. I mean, I think
that's The Witcher.
No, but that's my point. Like The Witcher, I bought, but I've barely played, and it's quite disappointing that I haven't played it. It's such a great.
I can understand that. I mean, at the end of the day, like we're all gamers, but like it's life is life. It's unfortunate. Like we all have like responsibilities. Like so. I mean, that's why, in a way, when you see all the games coming out, it's like, yeah, they're all for 18-year-olds, and you're thinking, well, to be honest with you, most of the people who play them are well over 18 and have like got jobs and stuff, like, and they're really busy. It's quite hard, like, you know what I mean? So, like, I feel really bad, like, for.
Or you got with regards to what you're saying about being busy, life taking over. What you have to do is it's a problem which I've found, especially like the last 4 years, as my job's got busier, more shifts. You just got to not put pressure on yourself when you're playing the game. Sometimes when you're in a YouTube gaming community and you go to forums, I beat Witcher 3. You have to remember there's no time limit to finish this game. I'm going to beat Witcher, but there's other now it's on hold because my life's too busy at the moment. But I'll get around to it. So I just don't put no pressure on myself, and I play it to enjoy myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's a good way of thinking about it. To be fair,
that's the way to do it. Yeah.
What did you think of the ending then? The thing, did you say it?
No, I've just paused it again because we missed it just right, I'm carrying on. I've got 4:25, but less than a minute. Right, let me carry on.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, one other game I really want to mention because obviously it got posted in the chat today for some more gameplay, and I watched all of it, all 25 minutes. Deus Ex looks.
Thank you, me and Delboy.
Oh wow! The first one I absolutely like. I played the original on the PC, like I said in one of the other podcasts we did. But I was so glad when they rebooted it, and then they just announced the sequel. And it's like, wow, amazing!
And the gameplay was phenomenal. Well, Stillboy, you were the one that if you never mentioned it, I wouldn't have played it. I played it, and it's just fantastic.
Game. Yeah, it's but the thing is, that I liked about watching that trailer, which it expanded on what was actually available to you, is they've not lost any of the essence of it. They've not changed it up too much, but they just added a lot more good stuff on top, which is just even better. I mean, that bit where you can just change all your skin into so you're a tank and it's all bulletproof, and then you got those five things that come out of your arms that can explode and stuff.
I know, and he stuck a guy to a wall. It was so
funny. He stuck him to a wall.
It was stick around.
It's stick around. But that bit where he charged it up and it flew off and then blew up in the faces. And
just the fact you can EMP about 4 people so they all fall down.
The way he covered his skin in that tank kind of shit reminded me of Crisis, Crisis 3. Awesome. I love that. Deus Ex was awesome. By the way, I've watched the trailer. It looks fucking brilliant.
Doesn't it, with all the different bits?
Yeah, when it zooms out and you can see where you can go in the world, I'm thinking, oh shit, more money.
Yes.
I actually hope it doesn't come out this year because there's too much this year.
Yeah, there is way too much.
Well, especially with the backwards compatibility as well.
Exactly,
literally drowning in games now. There's too many. It's I never thought to say that. It's wow, there's just too many games. This is just bit of a...
Yeah, go on then.
Go on.
Well, I was just bringing it to a close. So,
it's been a long one.
Windows 10 UI. Windows 10 UI.
Oh yes.
Okay. All right.
Mention that. I mean, because at the end of the day, Windows 10 free upgrade for everybody on the 29th, which is 10 days away. Even pirated editions on your laptop or whatever.
Wait, 29th?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it's July 29th. If you go onto your laptop, you should get a little Windows.
I thought you meant the UI.
No, but I'm just elaborating. But yeah, basically with the Windows 10 coming, and it all being integrated, and then we were all thinking, well, what about Xbox? And then that video dropped right after E3.
I know.
Which, if they would have showed that video in E3, I think everybody probably the head would have exploded, to be honest with you.
Yes,
because it's I like the way the design's laid out now. It's more streamlined,
and it's 50% faster.
Yeah, Cortana though. Oh my God! Wow, I use my Kinect all the time. It's 50% is Kinect usage, 50% for my controller. But now where you can actually carry on playing, talk to Cortana, tell her to send messages, read out say what you want in the message, send it, tell her how long you want to record clips, title them and share them. Set up parties, invite people, save people online.
Without leaving your gameplay.
Without leaving your game. It's oh my god, I couldn't stop drooling. I was like, whoa, that's the future. And HoloLens as well, that's the future. It's like Microsoft are leading the way in innovation in my eyes for that. It's just like so out there. And
Wingy, what do you think of Cortana?
The Kinect factory has been reopened.
Is Wingy still there?
I think he is.
Yeah, sorry. Add my thing on mute. No, I haven't seen the Windows 10 stuff. I kind of haven't really, not really that massively.
Right, I'm sending you the video.
No. I'm not really. I know you lot love your UI and your Windows 10 and that. I'm not really. I don't really. To be honest, I don't really use my Kinect. I rarely use my Kinect.
You will have to watch it.
Look, he's got you will. I don't use any of the features of the Kinect. I just
No, honestly, Wingy, it's like with the Kinect right now with Cortana, you have got your own personal assistant.
Will she appear in front of me and do a sexy dance?
No, I wish she would, but she talks back to you.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, she talks back to you. That's the thing. It's like you can keep on gaming, but she does everything in the background for you that you ask her to. So, like I say, sending messages, everything. It's just it blew me away. It really did.
I'm not. Sorry, go on, bro. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, man. I was just literally going to quickly say after what Delpoy just said that I think the fine line between people who liked and disliked Kinect, you being one of them, Wingy, that didn't really bother with it, which is fair. Up to you. Crack on, each to their own. But I do think the majority of people that didn't like it was because they didn't get it. They didn't understand it. I'm not saying you're one of these people.
You thick fucker.
I'll just send you like the video Wingy in the chat. So.
I apologise for how that sounds, but I just mean a few people that I know who have Kinect just gave up with it because they didn't understand you had to say Xbox Go 2 or they didn't pronounce it well enough or whatever. And people got bored with it. Whereas with this Cortana, it is absolutely flawless. I mean, I was watching. You don't even have to say anything, but, oh, Cortana, can you send a message to Callum, please, saying, what's happening, mate, how's it going? And she'll be like, do you want me to send it now? And then, yes, please. And then they'll just do it. It's not even like Xbox, Cortana, please send message. And then it's not robotic anymore.
I must admit, that sounds okay. The only thing I didn't really like about the Kinect is that it was so structured with how you had to speak to it.
Yeah.
That I just want to use the pad. If I could switch it on and say, Kinect, can you do blah, 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 fine. Not, oh, what is it, Xbox One? No. What's the one that I always get muddled up with one of them?
Yeah,
You have to say something specific. I was
Well,
like,
that's what changed about it.
yeah, that's it, yeah.
Because they've been building with the Cortana, because I've got it on my Windows phone. It's going to be on Windows 10, like on your laptop, but now they've got it on like the Xbox. And like I say, you talk to it, it understands everything you're saying. It like talks back to you and asks if that's right, which is another thing I've always wanted, because so many times I've spoke to Reconnect and then it goes and does something I don't want it to do. I'd rather it say, is that correct? And then say yes, so it goes to the right things. Like sometimes
3 times the charm.
Yeah, another thing though is apparently Cortana gets smarter the more you use her.
Yeah.
So she'll like probably be not just more responsive, but she'll probably go ahead and do certain things. Like if you say, "Oh, could you message Callum?" She might say, "Would you like me to say what's happening, mate?"
Or recognise it more.
Yeah.
Oh, I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
And you could just say yes, and it'll just send the message straight away rather than you having to repeat yourself. Things like that. So that is good. That is clever.
Well, she is AI, like, you know what I mean, and hopefully not in the, like, you know, bloody the take over the world kind of AI. Hopefully.
It's really weird that you're saying that, because you know what? I'm going to watch after this that film called Ex Machina or whatever it is. With
Ex Machina, yeah, it looks cool.
I've got it on DVD. I'm literally going to watch it after this.
Yeah,
right.
It's one of them. I hope we're not going to deal with Skynet, but I don't think we will. But yeah, I mean, the way she like learns and everything, because like I say, I use it on my Windows phone, and it's just funny to say to her sometimes, like hey Cortana, tell me a joke, and she'll tell you a joke, or like hey Cortana, do an impression, and she'll do an impression, like her Yoda impression is really funny.
Is it the actual voice of Cortana from Halo?
Yeah, it's the voice of Cortana, like the woman who does it in the game.
Pretty awesome, actually. All right, you sold me now, mate. See, you've gone and done it, haven't you?
Like, honestly, if you're not like completely sure, just watch that video I've sent you, because it is impressive what they've done.
Very
The video you sent me is big.
looks amazing.
it's 100% like like on the button for me. It's the future. That is the future for me completely. Like with the HoloLens, that's the future. Like that. I mean, VR. You'll remember this, Wingy, because like we're old enough to remember. Remember when VR first came out, like way back, like when they had the big like massive helmets that were like Hoovers.
Yeah, I remember the big circular thing.
Mitts on.
Yeah.
Exactly. We've seen that before, and it's like that's why VR now. It's like, yeah, well the graphics may be better, but it's just
still waiting for it. We've been waiting for it for a long time, isn't it?
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like it's anticlimactic for me, to be honest, because I've lived through that. It's like the same with like indie games. Not that I've got anything against them, but I've played all those type of games before. Like I think
it's something for the future, though. Like maybe it's not mainstream now, and it looks as if like not many people are using it. But you know, a couple of years' time, mark my words, no one will be using a TV. Mark my words. Maybe actually.
Don't you be using a TV?
10 years' time.
I was going to say, mate, you know what I mean? What am I going to watch all my programmes on? I'm already going to make like 4 series of like The Flash. They better do. You know what I mean? That's like at least 4 more years. Daredevil's only just started on like bloody Netflix. They better make more of them. You know what I mean?
Right. I really want to finish this, but if anyone's got something else to say,
we spoke a lot.
No, I'm eating paper now and glass.
Let the man eat.
I'd like to just make a shout out to somebody when everyone's ready, and then that's all I have left to say.
Yeah, I'll shout out the SOG crew, State of Gaming crew. What up, Zen Bloke, Cycle Gamer? Whoop whoop. Carry on, brother. Sorry.
I'd like to make a shout out to everybody who's been able to put up with me nattering on all night, and
you're great, mate.
Also, me mum. Hello, mum. No, she doesn't watch this, but I've always wanted to say that. I'm on TV. No, I'm not.
Well, I'd like to just say thank you to Del, Wingy. We had C-Note, we had Gibby. Thank you very much for coming, guys. It's been an incredible Welsh Crisp. It's been the longest Welsh Crisp, and a special one at that. This is a year for gaming. It's incredible.
I think it's me. I always add like about an hour to every podcast I'm on for some weird reason. I don't know why. I don't speak that much, do I? So
I'm confused. I'm confused. What is the Welsh Crisp? Is it who is Welsh Crisp? I'm confused.
The Welsh
is bowling, and Crisp is crispy. Crisp.
Oh, see, if I had a brain in me, I would have actually worked that out.
I didn't think it was a flavour of crisp at first.
Your Welsh accent's not that strong, though, is it? It's not the strongest, is it?
No, I've been told I sound English.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
I bet you bloody love that, don't you?
I'm not at all patriotic. Welsh. But no, I'd like
to start pronouncing the long words in a minute with all the L's in. Quick, let's go.
I just want to do my shout out, and then I am done, guys. I'm retired. But I'd like to do a shout out to Joey Strike. Please check out his YouTube channel. He's absolutely fantastic. What a lovely guy. He's followed me for a long time. He's a genuine guy, and his YouTube channel, he just needs the support, guys. It's just support. Let's just support each other's channels and support each other. We're all gamers, and we all love doing this YouTube malarkey. It's a lot of fun, and he's a good lad. Joey Strike, one word. And I'd also like to say, official We Game Here. Go to the official WeGameHere.com to register for all things We Game Here. And that's about it, guys. Please check out mine and Crispy Chris's Facebook group as well. It's the Welsh Crisp Gaming and YouTube group. Please join. We're all
now.
Yeah, I'm Wingy's as well. Check out Wingy's.
Game Attack Bidrew93, the Welsh gamer, out.
Right.
Goodbye.
Bye, mate.
Peace.
Right.
Yeah. Do you shout outs, mate? Well, for you.
YouTube.com/Wingy Gaming. Join the Wingy Gaming group. Facebook. Come through. All gamers. It's all good. It's all love. You know what I mean? Beautiful, beautiful. What's your one again? Welsh Crisp Gaming and YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a mouthful.
I can't find it. We can't find any results.
I'll link you to it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're in the Microbots group as well, it's like usual.
Oh, cool. No worries. No worries. Thank you for having me on. It's very kind of you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank
Pleasure,
you.
dude.
Pleasure,
Great.
mate. Absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
So, everyone, it's been a fantastic podcast. One of the best ones, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Del-
much.
Longest.
Before it gets any longer, right? Del Boy, you want to sign us off?
Yeah, just thanks everybody for listening. Whoever made it to the actual end, but wow, well done you, to be honest. Because like I nearly didn't. But yeah, it's been a great one. So thanks guys for having us on. Yeah, that's about it really.
Peace.
Right, and to sign this off, thanks so much for coming on the Welsh and Crisp podcast, episode 9. We're back with a bang with Beedrew, Delboy, Wingy Gaming, Gibbo, and C-Note Gaming. Now, also just want to give out a shout out to Coslut Gaming. He's starting his YouTube channel. He just passed 50 subscribers, and he's a really nice guy. He's a big fan of Mass Effect, and
Yeah, I'm sorry, but not ED. Like EDI, we want on only Cortana. He keeps going on about EDI, and I know you keep saying it. It is good, but it's not got big boobs like Cortana. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, and so make sure you give the support to Coslet Gaming. And without further ado, I write articles, and I'm joined with an amazing community, the official Wii Game here, an association with extreme Xbox gamers. So without further ado, it's Beedrew and Gaming Gentleman, Wingy Gaming, Delboy, Gibbo, and C-Note Gaming signing off.
You can do a kiss then. Yeah.